Mic check, mic check, mic check.
Yo.
What is going on, Neil? How you feeling?
Yeah, good, man. You?
I'm good. Want to make sure let me make sure people can hear me. I don't know. So let's see if anybody's in the actual stream. Let me know. Press 1 or drop the fire emoji. Hey Neil, say something real quick. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm good.
All
I'm
right,
in.
bet. Okay, it can. All right, bet we can hear you too.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
The live crew.
Yes, sir. There we go. So I hope everybody is feeling good, feeling great. Let's have another great day. Yesterday I was only really able to catch that one win off of gold. So today we're gonna see what we got. I mean, no, was it gold? No, it was oil. Yeah, it was
Yeah, you
oil.
smashed 2 TPs, didn't you?
Yeah, it was oil, and that's pretty much really what it is. Let's see. All right, Neil, what you trading today?
I took a couple of DAX trades today.
DAX. So you actually trading DAX?
The German 40. Yeah. I posted it. I only ended up getting a TP1. It's come back down, and it took me out.
London session's been pretty slow today.
Yeah, really shit.
Mike, what's going on, brother?
Hey, not much. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, man. You good?
Guys, I need everybody here to tell me what pair y'all would like to see us trade or talk about. Drop y'all pairs, assets, or whatever. Drop it.
So after last night's Zoom training call, I thought I'd be able to sleep in today, but I didn't. Talking about time
Time
to get in
and all that.
I wish I could join you, but it's like midnight when you go on. I'm fast asleep.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'd join you otherwise.
That is true. All right. So let me get into gold. Let me see. What happened to my music? So it looks like we only just talking about gold, nothing else. Looking for a short on gold. I guess we listen to Christmas music. Makes no sense. All right, so look, let's talk about gold. And analyze this. Okay, so I know everyone's looking to possibly sell it just because it's at its highest right now. I mean, I know a lot of y'all might maybe using RSI, stochastics, or something like that, but me personally, I still see upwards momentum. If we go to the 1 hour, we do have a high to fulfill, which yes, it is this here, but technically speaking, we could definitely come peak up either in this level where we're like at 1938.925, or we can even go further up to 1951.534. So I'm actually looking on gold to continue to head up. And if we want to look for a pullback, we can basically look for a pullback off of this trend line. However, We do have a lot of areas that needs to be fulfilled, a lot of imbalance all in here that we want to be cautious of as well. And then we shall see some reactions from here. But let's see though, because also on a 1 hour scale, we do have a lot of rejection going on right now. But I mean, we still got a whole 30 minutes left for this candle, so I don't want to promise anything until this candle close.
It's a quiet day today ahead of the big news tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been quiet for the past 2 days too. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, there's big UK news and big US news, isn't it? Over rate decisions.
That's tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Well, the UK will release their CPI, their inflation data tomorrow, and then their interest change if they do one on Thursday. And then I bet the US have obviously got their interest rate change tomorrow if there is one.
Yeah, I'm quite interested to see what's up. Apparently today is probably not going to be a good day either.
Afternoon, Sam. Yeah, how are you? Oh, right, okay.
I want to drown inside this. I want to drown inside.
Yes, please, Sam.
Captain. I ain't never had a vibe this vibrant. And also shiny with that 3-eye vision. Take this moment and
Cool.
inside it. I am pariah. I am a
That's perfect. Did you leave a name?
Don't trust the silence.
No. Okay, no problem.
We're not going to do anything until probably like 8 o'clock. I'm already late on a ride, but my entry would have been here, but I was asleep during this time. I feel like, Neil, if you was a trade gold, you probably would have had some action during London session.
No, yeah. I didn't even look at gold, to be honest with you.
Let's see, NASDAQ could probably be on something today. It's actually on something right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so NASDAQ, I do see NASDAQ going up long term, right? We are in a very strong, let's say, support major key. Move it out so y'all see what I'm talking about as far as major key level, right? We are at a very aggressive level for rejection, and that's exactly what we have been getting nonstop. So it can get a little tricky on a smaller scale because of the fact we still may possibly come in back in these levels and fulfill some of these orders and then take back off, or it is also possible we can start heading right up immediately after maybe taking some of these orders right here, which we have a lot of equal lows right here. So that's what I'm anticipating for NASDAQ to happen. But once again, I will rather wait until New York opening just to get a better glimpse of conditions. Can I say? Other than that, y'all, that's pretty much really what I am focused on today. I was looking at oil. Oh, I didn't look at oil.
I think NAS is definitely going to come down for those two equal highs and then go back up again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It is definitely coming down. I'd be shocked if it didn't come down to 15,200 and then shoot up. Well, go up today.
Shoot down past this 1520.
When it opens, yeah. When you put on that line and then go up.
Then go up.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if it didn't do that. That's what I'm waiting on.
I mean, seeing how it's moving now, seeing that we are moving aggressively now, to that level, it makes sense. So hopefully during New York opening, that might be the move to shoot up.
US 30 has almost the identical pattern on the 1 hour.
Yeah, it's been choppy too. Yeah, but you're right though. US 32 guys is also in a let's say a support level, major key level as well. Looking at it right there. Crap. Good morning. What's going on? Equal lows, liquidity that needs to get taken out. Let's see, oil. Holy crap, what is going on with oil right now?
Big sell-off at London Open, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It bang on 8 o'clock, 5-minute candle, crazy.
It's like, what the hell just happened? So with oil, I don't know if we are, because let me see, long term, we still a strong uptrend. Let me go off the 6 hour and see if I'm missing something. Jesus Christ, oil been taking off since June. The thing about oil, guys, is we are tapped into my golden levels, my blue levels that you see in here, and inside here, you know, this is where I am looking for the rejections, the reversal candles, market conditions, or I'm not market conditions, but market price action patterns. I'm looking for all of that. And that is currently what GU is. I mean, GU. Sorry, I was looking at your message. I was looking at this. That's currently what oil is at. So I want to be prepared for this.
Yeah.
Nah, I must Look for the buy possibly. Tomorrow we have news on oil too, right? Every Wednesday we have inventory news. If I'm not mistaken. Let me see.
Yeah, there is oil news tomorrow.
Okay.
That's it. It looks like that's at 8:30 Eastern time, but then all of the thematic news or FMOC news is at like 2 o'clock or something.
Yeah.
It's very late.
So I feel like market's gonna probably do the exact same thing as it's been doing until probably we get into noon.
The rate decision's always that time, isn't it, Mike? It's always like in the evening for me.
Oh.
The rate decisions, they're expected to not change, aren't they? In the US.
I hope they don't, or go down, which that's not going to happen. But
No, they expect it just to stay 5%. But the UK,
yeah,
depending on our inflation news tomorrow morning, then I reckon the UK they'll keep on hiking.
yeah, our forecast is basically the same, staying the same. Oh, NAS and US 30 are heading down to that level.
Yeah, it was obvious. I just wish I'd have got into a sell earlier.
Shit, that sell would have been nice. Been a nice old sell. It's time to scalp the fuck out of NASDAQ. Let's see. Yeah, what you do, 1 or 2 minute?
Me, 5, then 1.
Got you.
It's just retraced to a London's open at the moment. It was bound to come down to those 2 lows for liquidity. I reckon this is just a sweep. I think it's already too oversold.
Yeah, man, this is exactly what I see too. Just see it, just sweeping it out, and then boom, guys, that's the entry.
It's gotta wait till, it's gonna be patient. It's gonna have to wait until the opening, New York Open, another hour. No, sorry, 45 minutes.
Yeah. I just don't understand why. Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. Now this looks better.
Someone's asked about GU. GU's just gone up to a trend line and now back down again.
Yeah, so I've been starting to pay a little more attention to divergence on some of this stuff. It's kind of interesting how that works.
I love divergence.
If you look at GU on the hour, it's been on this very strong trend line, and it's just tapped it and rejected off it.
Yeah, it did. Look at that. Obviously not the perfect.
It goes up higher. The trend line goes right up. It's the same one. Goes up back to where?
Oh yeah, all the way up to what? 27,400.
The 30th of August. Yeah, that's where it started selling off. It's not getting past that for a while, especially if our news is bad tomorrow. Because if our inflation's still not under control, which it's likely it's not, then you're only looking for sells on GU right now.
That's how with you looking nice. Oh snap, we got a legend in the building. We got Patrick. What's going on, brother?
What's happening, my boy?
Man, nothing much. Chilling.
Hey, Patrick.
How you been,
What's going
bro?
on, boy?
How you been?
Man, been going through it, man. Been having some medical issues.
Okay.
Been out there, trying to take care of myself health-wise, man.
Yeah. You still been trading?
Just here and there. I haven't even been. This is the first time I'm actually feeling normal, man, again. So I like, man, let me jump on real quick. Let me see what's going on today.
Jeez. It's great to hear from you, man.
Really, yeah, man. It's really, man. I'm glad to see y'all still going strong and everything's gotten a lot better with you guys, man. I see you, man. I see you guys got pushing.
Yes. Hey, Neil got. I don't know if he got the funded account yet. I know Mike is working on it. I got a couple things over here in my end. Actually, I already did get funded with one prop firm. Working on the others right now. So, I got a question for everybody here too. Even in our Zoom call, how do y'all feel about phase 1 challenges? Is there anybody here that ever done a phase 1 challenge?
I done plenty.
Patrick, you doing any challenges too or no? Funded challenges, or you just trading personal?
Not currently at the moment. The funded challenges I did take early on, I think we discussed this before. Like I would take those funded challenges and I wasn't ready up front. I kind of rushed through it, and then once I started learning how these prop firms really work, I got funded from what's the name of that dang place? Oh, I'm about to tell you right now. Funded Plus. It's on my thing.
Yeah, I know them.
Funding Trading Plus is the name of it.
Okay.
There's so many of them. Their phase 1 is really good. And then I did a challenge for my future account, and I did that with a company called Apex.
I know Apex. I heard about Apex. So you trading futures, right?
Yeah, I was trading futures. I still do from time to time. It's really good, man. Those two companies are really good. I like those companies because their rules are straightforward. It's not like some of the other ones. They got so many different rules, and then they'll smack you down for like something that is simple as a mistake that you can make without paying attention. If you don't pay attention to every little detail, So that's the reason I like these two. Now, as far as difficulty, you can pass these challenges really easy. You just have to take your time. It's about the law of what's the name of it? It's about the law of
Averages.
accumulation.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? In my eyes.
So what do you prefer to trade more, futures or Forex?
Man, that's a tough question, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, futures gives you that real like I'm in the casino feeling. Versus, hey, listen, it does, man, because like SPX 500 when you trading on the E-mini, right? I mean, you know, you put in, I put in right now 25 contracts on the E-mini. You know, when I go in, so you know, like each trade is worth a couple $1,000s to me. You know, so it's faster and it's different because it's on the CME, and way crazier. So I'm gonna say I like futures better. But if as far as stability, I like trading Forex better.
That's what I'm saying,
Just
man.
being honest. Future options, man. Those days that I get upside down, they're like $4,000. I'm upside down like $4,000.
Yeah. Okay.
That's kind of the same thing that Kevin said. He said it happens so fast. You can be like up a lot real fast, or you can be down a lot real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like when I used to trade, what is that? Synthetic indices.
Ooh.
It was this broker that would used to do synthetic indices, and it would move like so fast. And there have been days I make really good money, days I kind of lost a lot of money. So I get what you're saying. And I'm actually gonna tap into Apex because I am secretly. I was actually just about to buy my funded account with Top Step. And honestly, I was just gonna trade oil with it. That's it. Cause I know you could trade oil with
futures. Have you looked at the futures for that? Have you even traded that before, or like?
Yeah, I trade oil all the time, but never obviously in the future side. So crude oil. So you know, I know if I was to get into it, I already know how it moves and and I understand the game of it, the play of it. Let me say, but I was at my gym literally yesterday, and this is one trader, he used Top Step, and then there's this other trader there too, and he was telling me, "Now go with Apex because their rules are better," and I was like, "Damn, okay, I got to figure out which one." So you're saying Apex? I remember Kevin was even telling me Apex. So I might have to tap into Apex. I might have to see what they're talking about.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was Top Step, but one of them does something really weird with your trailing like drawdown or something like that. I remember Kevin said something like he was like winning a trade and then it was losing, then he was winning again, but they did something and they took money from him and he was all bent out of shape about it. I can't remember exactly what it was. So yeah, I can't remember. Top Step, that sounds familiar. That's the one that did that weird thing.
So Mike, so like in this industry, just to let you know, so before you go out there and do anything with these guys, you have to understand, you have to thoroughly read their rules on drawdown. Because like, for example, let's say you have a $1,000 drawdown a day, right? $1,000 drawdown. It doesn't matter if you jump in a trade and win and you're at $850 on the drawdown. Okay, you're winning that trade. Let's say that trade goes negative $251 and then pulls to your top side, and you're at a gain of $1,500.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. After that $251, you're done. They're gonna eventually close that trade out on you before it ends, and they're gonna take your money. It doesn't matter whether your account is, let's say you had $100,000 account, right? And you had when you first bought in, right? And you get it to let's say 150,000, right? It doesn't matter. You go past it, you breach that rule by a cent, and the drawdown, it reverses. They'll take your account, and that money you made, they should disperse it, the money that you made, but they'll cancel your account because it breached their rules. They have to have a hard line. So that's probably what happened to them. Just
Yeah,
a little FYI.
that does sound kind of familiar, but I don't think. Do you know if Apex does that? Because I know one of them did, and I think he said one of them didn't.
Apex has a hard breach rule. So like, if you breach that rule, they have a soft and a hard. If I'm remembering correctly, I got to go back and look at it. But they have a soft and a hard rule. So like, if you breach a soft rule, they won't take your account. They'll just zero you out. And then if you're doing the challenge, but if you breach and you're funded, they take your account and you have to start over from the beginning.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like, yeah, Apex does have it. It's just very important that you really listen to their rules. They like, a lot of these people have like Slacks or Discords or whatever. The greatest suggestion that I could ever make is to make sure that you clarify those rules with them. So, and put them in front of your screen somewhere. I take mine to the wall right beside my screens, and I would look every day before I started trading on that account just to make sure, like, okay, I got my issue in order. Now let's go to work. Because it's if you're not paying attention, it's easy to confuse an account if you have multiple accounts with different prop firms, and then it's also easy to breach if you're not paying attention. That's why I was saying that Apex and Funding Trader Plus, those guys' rules are pretty straightforward and simple. It's just if you have the understanding of them. That's the only reason people do fail these prop firms. They're actually pretty decent traders, and sometimes, most of the time, they breach a rule when they're actually trading very well, and they have to keep on taking the test over because they don't understand the rules. So make sure you just understand them, bro. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there's one prop firm. It's not futures. I forget which one it is, but they have a rule where you cannot trade over the weekend unless you email them and say, "Hey, you have a trade running. It's probably going to go over the weekend." Well, I was watching this one guy's YouTube video. I was kind of like watching review videos on his prop firm, and the guy made like 11 grand or something like that over the weekend, but they canceled his account because he never emailed them saying that he was going to trade over the weekend. So yeah.
Well, I mean, and this is what I want you to think about. If you okay, so let's say you're a hedge fund manager, right? And you have you're giving out accounts like this. You have to be as strict on those guys as you are, or have your guidelines so that your investors can have a great return. If you breach it, they have to have like that rule is stupid. He's made massive money. They're going to take 20% for them and their clients, right? Or whatever the amount is, whatever the percentage is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it would suck to know that, hey, we're going to cancel this guy's account, even though he's a great trader. We're going to make him start over from scratch. It's a good way to learn that you need superior discipline to be able to trade. You know what I mean? Because 9 times out of 10, you can have a 50% ratio. And I said this in the chat a long time ago. You have a 50% ratio and still be profitable. You know what I mean? So it's necessarily about the discipline that you treat yourself and how you do it in your rules and everything. Because if you don't, then you lose money. Now, if it's your own money, that's okay. But when you're doing it with somebody else's, it's just equally as important, or even more important, that you follow those rules and those disciplines, so you can make sure that you're making the right decisions when you do trade. Now, you can trade at a high frequency. You can get multiple accounts and do all that stuff. But the best way that I can explain this is that if you really want to get into these other and use these other people's money and really start making some money, follow their rules as your own discipline. You can have your own rules in trading, but when it comes to discipline, these guys will keep you in line. It's actually a better way to trade, if I'm being honest. So, what do you think, Solo? You think it's a better way to trade?
Yeah, that's actually for FTMO. When I took it years ago, this is how it literally got me in check. It made me create an actual trading plan. I never actually thought about writing down my rule book, risk management, any of that until I took my very first FTMO challenge, and I failed it, and I had to understand the whole game of risk management, discipline, and so forth. So yeah, man, prop firms really can put you in your space, because It can teach you how to be more consistent. If you're not consistent, it can teach you that. It can teach you a lot of other things. It's crazy, but I agree with you though. I know y'all was asking me about all these, not everything, but I know y'all was asking me about oil. I honestly see a pullback coming. That's the only time I'll trade it. 30. We are taking out the lows, which is what I want to see. Gold, we're not doing anything yet, but I do want to see it tap into any of these levels here, see what happens. NASDAQ, we're still waiting on the lows to be tapped out, and then possibly we should be looking for some buys.
Hey, Solo, you're sharing your screen, right?
No, you can't see it on here. You'll have to see it in the live. But I'm curious to know if I can share my screen. You know what? Let me see something. I feel like things are gonna get weird. Hold on one second.
I got multiple screens. Because I seen that and I was just like, I wonder what he's actually doing.
Hold on, let me see something. I could do that and then do it like this.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
See, is that your car in the background there, Solo?
What?
Is that your car?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, looks nice.
Oh, you done started trading on US 30?
Man, bro, I don't even know where we can start. Sheesh. I would have not been trading. I've been trading US 30. I'm trying to remember, what was it? Gold.
No, that was my joint.
Yeah, gold and just those two.
I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's just really those, but let me see. How do I?
So when's your next masterclass?
I ain't know video participants. We're starting it in like October, I think. Mid-October. Hi, self view. What's this? There we go. Yeah, it's starting mid-October.
One of my family members reached out to me and he was looking for me to coach him, and I was like, listen, like I can talk to you because I know you my family. I said, I was like, listen, I can't do it because if I'm rough on you, you my family member, so you ain't gonna listen to me that well, because we grew up together. We like pretty much like brothers. You know what I'm saying? Really cool cat. I was like, but my man Solo, he gonna tell you what it is, and you just gonna have to take it. So I told him he need to get a mentor, and I'm staying on top of him because I gave him. He's never traded before, so I gave him a few books.
Okay.
And I'm trying to push him away, man, to make sure you get in that class. You said it's mid-October.
Yeah, just let me know when he's ready.
I got you. I'm talking to him today, so I'll be reaching out to you.
All right, for sure. Good morning, Wolfcat. Oh, it's 8:04. I didn't even realize it was that. Okay. All right, for sure. Somebody said hit. What do you mean by hit? What had hit?
I think it might be. Is it Nas? Nas has took the lows out. That's it.
Oh. All right. I gotta keep my eyes open on that because that joint's gonna spike and it's just gonna. Second TP on oil. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay, that's what's up. That's dope. That's dope. You just said your TP hit. I don't trade like that with oil. I'm glad you figured out your strategy. I'm not a breakout trader unless I am only trading NASDAQ. All right, Mike.
Oh, we lost Mike. Damn.
Isn't the liquid? What phase on oil we looking for? Shells at the moment, then up. Yeah, quite frankly, we possibly have that liquidity phase here. Yeah, you know, I didn't really pay attention to that until you literally said something. That is a possibility. But one thing that really scares me with oil right now is that on a higher scale, we are going up. Right, but let's just really think about this for 2 seconds. We are going up, right, on a higher scale. That is true. And not only that, we do have a lot of resting liquidity here as well as equal lows here. So this could just be one of those moves where we possibly will see it as an upwards trend or a downwards trend. I wouldn't even say a trend, but a downwards push and then still technically boom to the upside.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hey, Mike.
Did you guys make a bunch of millions of dollars while I was gone?
We did. We thought you just hadn't paid your bill on your internet.
I wish it was that simple. I don't know. This crazy thing. Well, we have AT&T, they're like fiber optic or whatever. And I don't know. This thing goes down and comes up. I mean, it's just like ridiculous. I don't know if the router's old or what's going on. But it'll just suddenly just go offline for like it's tired and it's like, oh, I'm done. And then 10 minutes later it comes back.
It could be the age of the router. Yeah, well, it'll probably be, if it's an old router, it'll be the age of the router.
Yeah, maybe. I'll have to call them up. I'll pay enough money. Go back and change it.
Give them a new one, yeah.
I wonder if US 30 is going to go down and sweep out yesterday's low.
I feel like we getting some momentum going now, but 30, yeah, we sweeping out the lows. We are coming into our, let me just say, key level.
That's some sideways action on US 30, isn't it? Apart from the spike.
Yeah, it's definitely sideways. It's definitely sideways.
That's horrible.
It's 100% horrible. I agree with you. But you can't get mad about it. It's pretty dope.
We got another 20-minute before market opens, so we'll see what happens. Everybody's kind of on standby here.
Yeah.
Yeah. NASA's doing what was expected.
Yeah.
Just don't want
Everything
to.
is
Just don't know
taken-
how much it's going to sweep.
Yeah. Right. That's the only problem. Hey, Mike, can you see my screen? Like, instead of looking at the live, can you see my actual real time?
Oh, and Zoom? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Oil just left us.
Sure.
Yeah, I got to get another monitor in here because I got too much stuff going on.
How many monitors you got? Just one or?
Well, I have one, but it's like one of these wide monitors. It's almost like it looks like it would be two 17-inch monitors together as one wide one. But even that, I'd like to have a third one just because I'm greedy, I guess.
No, it's you. So I had the 34-inch monitor, curved monitor, and I had just one other screen. I didn't like it because it's like I got 3 monitors. You know, I got one down, one up top, and then one on the side. And I like this way better than a 34-inch. Even though these monitors are 27 inches, I prefer to get like 3 to 4 monitors instead of one big monitor. Because I was going to get the 49 curve. And I'm like, nah, I need to see different things.
Yeah. Yeah, because on this one, I kind of have like one half of the monitor is trading view, and the other half of the monitor is you know, streaming. And but when you add the two together, they're both kind of small. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So yeah, so if I had another monitor, I could put, you know, the trading view on one and then you on the other, on this one, and then both of them will be nice and big. My eyes aren't getting any younger.
Yeah, I feel you.
I saw your setup. You got that vertical one. What's going on with that vertical one? What do you have on that?
It's a Samsung. This is where I have my Discord channel, and also
Okay.
also have, like, I can see my live stream here on this side, and then down below this screen is any and everything y'all see, and then up top is my everything else that I see nobody else can see, like the Zoom. We have that, y'all can see that, my OBS, chat, and yeah, that's pretty much how I got it. I want to get another screen, which I think would be cool, but I don't think it will work for this setup. But maybe I'll do 4 screen setup at my warehouse, and kind of just see how that operates. But yeah.
So you have it all coming out of one computer?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what's your graphics card? How many monitors can you
I
run?
have a I got the 380. 380 graphics card. I can do up to 4. Yeah, I can do up to
Nice.
4 monitors or 4 screens without it being too crazy. So I have display ports, and then I have the HDMI.
What kind of processor are you using? Like, is it i9?
I have the no, I'm using Razer. The AMD. I don't use what is it, Intel? I don't know if you know what, you know, any of that, but I'm using the AMD. I can't remember what processor I'm using exactly, but I gotta double check. But I make sure I got like the best quality for 2022. My brother built it. He just told me what to get. I was like, I want the top of the top. He told me what to get, and boom. It's funny though, because the graphics card I got is like, it was top of the top at the time until they came out with a new graphics card, and I had paid $1,200 just for the graphics card, and now this graphics card is like half the price because they got a new model. And I was just like, well, shit, I should have just waited, but I needed the graphics card. And this same computer that I got built, we have built another one for our warehouse, and it's a little bit slower, I would say, in a way. Not really, but it's pretty fast. It's just not as fast as this one. But yeah, I think it's a cool computer build. Adam, I seen you said something, check Discord. Are you top notch? Is that you? Oh, wow. Y'all know, I just realized I have not been even tapping into GJ lately. You know, it's in my side focus. GJ. Why your GJ looks different from oh, I see what you did. All right, you took a nice 1 minute entry right down here. Oh yeah, you went crazy. That's beautiful. Shit, I wish you would have told me you took it.
Hey, look, yeah, told everybody, huh? That's a nice one.
Yeah, that's a nice, beautiful 1 minute play right there. I need to take
talking
some.
about.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
My bad. Wait. Quick question. Do y'all see my what is this? Trade Locker account or no? Liquidity phase on dollar right now. Okay, gold just tapped into our imbalance zone. I'm not gonna do nothing though until the time.
And my son always, every few years, he builds himself a new gaming computer. So I always get his old one. And I'm not on the bleeding edge, but he builds them so powerful that it's close to it. You know what I mean?
That's fire. Yeah.
So
So
I
that's
remember, what was it, a year or so ago? Those freaking graphics cards were super expensive because everyone's doing that Bitcoin mining or whatever.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, well, Mike said, don't be buying and selling none. Wait, guys. Seriously, just wait. It's not worth it. I promise you. Especially with gold. Y'all think it's gonna go up with this candle until y'all see that New York opening? Boom. Wait until opening, guys. Ha ha ha. There you go, Trey. What you see, not what you think. It was funny because I was just looking at that GU one on a 1 minute and I was like, yo, we're going up. But I already know people have been trying to sell it. But it's like, look at this. Broke structure. Broke structure. Broke structure. Broke structure. Nasdaq's pulling back further than anticipated, a little bit more. Really not. I'm not gonna say that because I don't know where we can pull far back till, but I do know that we are in a hot level, key level. Yo, Mike, you looking at 30?
Yes, I am. It went all the way down. It didn't totally sweep out yesterday's low, but
All right.
I feel like when market open or news or whatever, it's kind of like the banks are like the lions and we're all the prey. And they're just kind of looking at us saying, okay, market opens, I'm going after you. Start sweeping everybody out.
Y'all looking at this? Y'all looking at this for a trade?
Yeah, 30. Yeah. Looking for
I
some
mean, it looks
buys.
good.
See, we
I would like to see it pull up though.
yeah.
And then show me a little bit of resistance pulling back down before I jump in that thing. That's a little scary. That's how US 30 gets you. You thinking about the buy, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, let's go ahead and take you out. Thank you. Before
You said Card Culture TV. My friends EA giving a buy signal on US 30.
Hey, so I watched your latest video on what was it, the 3 things you know in Forex hell or whatever? That was pretty good. That was really good, actually.
I appreciate that, man. Hey, drop a comment for me if you can. I would appreciate that.
Yeah, I will.
The Forex Funder. Y'all ever heard of the Forex Funder? What I'm thinking?
I was just about to ask you that.
I'm thinking for buys. I'm all ready for buys.
Well, I mean, if anything, I wanted to see it break above that resistance line right there, that up top right there. Just break above that,
This?
and then have right there where you drew your line at, right below it.
Oh, that. All right.
Yeah, because it's like a ITC setup. If you looking at this right, you see how it's like consolidating. It broke above the consolidation, it pushed down, and
Yeah, I
then it
know
broke
what
up
you're
again to do a fake out. It broke below those lows it made, and then it'll break above, creating a fair value gap, and then it'll bounce off that fair value gap and just shoot all the way up.
Yeah. That's kind of how Neil trades, too. So like the silver bullet strategy or something like that? Or is that something different?
Yeah, like the silver bullet, like it's typically traded between like now, like open. So in about 4 minutes, you'll see a lot more movement. This is where it's going to be very volatile. They trade between 10, I think it's 9 and 11, and then they trade the power hour At the end of the day, you don't have to, but they call that another session for the silver bullet.
The power hour.
But that's when they trade it. It is a strategy, but that's when they trade it. But this ITC setup that I'm talking about, this looking right here, it's gonna beat that high, that that resistance, right? And then it'll pull back down. It's gonna create an ITC setup. As a matter of fact, price, when you enter, once price bumps above that line right there, I can almost tell you exactly what it's gonna do. It's gonna come back down to that area. That's where your area is gonna be. It's right there where your entry, right there, right before your order block right there.
Okay.
And it'll shoot all the way up. That's typically how US 30 does, but you got to be careful, because just like it did right here when it was in like that liquidation phase right there, right there above the your order block, it busted above it and then came right back down into the area. Now typically people would have got in right here and then got stumped out.
Yep.
So it's already did with like a liquidation process. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta. It'll be just the waiting game is now, and then as soon as it busts above, set your entry.
Yep,
that's what I would do
right.
anyway. But then again, US 30 is like a fickle mistress. Got to treat it the right way. Yeah. She get, when she get mad at you, man, you won't know it till after it's too late.
You'll pay.
Oh,
So I got gold on my other screen, guys, and I got US 30 on this screen. Just to be ready for two things. So check out the chart you sent me on Discord. What is this? That's US 30. So you gotta explain your charts. When y'all send me charts, I gotta explain it, because I don't know what y'all be drawing all these lines and stuff. I don't necessarily know what y'all see. We about to get going with New York opening. Yeah, you said, hey, Solo, congrats on earning your funded account yesterday with the EA. Did you manage to get more info on that from Mike? I mean, besides on the website, I honestly, what information are you looking for? I can ask him. All right, so my plan with US 30 is to wait on it to create some momentum upwards wise. Create like a high. Pull back, because I already know it's going to pull back. And then I'm looking for that. And then with gold, I'm going to wait to see steady momentum moves. I'm more so 15-minute type of person. And I feel like gold is actually going to probably come right back down, because this wick right here needs to come. Yeah, this wick needs to get fulfilled some way. I just feel like it's just going to come right back down. So let's do this. Let me stay on US 30 on a 5-minute time frame. Let me go on here. Go on a 5-minute time frame.
Hey, now watch. Give US30 about 5 minutes. Watch what they're doing about the next 5 minutes, because it's done opened up. Now it's gonna get volatile.
What about NASDAQ? Y'all looking at NASDAQ? Oh, we did sweep out all the NASDAQ. Let's go.
Yeah. Just yesterday's lows.
That's what I was hoping that was actually going to happen, and it happened. Yeah, perfect. There we go. Patrick, where you at? You about to hit that buy?
Hey, here in just a second. Look, I want to see if it breaches above that above that resistance right there.
This?
Because see, yeah, because what it's doing right now is creating trying to create a fair value gap.
Yeah, I see. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, that's crazy how, bro. It's crazy how I see. How can I explain it, man? It's just different ways that everybody, like different wording. But I see it different. I see it in a different way. But I know exactly what you're saying, bro, and I get it. It's just like a I like to call it. The algorithm is basically trying to create a new batch of new orders and, you know, close out everything else from previous session or time session, trading session. US30.
And the reason why I love US30 is because, and this is the reason why, is because you can make an substantial amount of money. So like right there where you have drone, I don't know if that's an SMT or not, but you drone on the far side of that, the far side.
This?
Right there after the liquidation right there.
This?
Up top. Where it broke above. Yeah, that SMT, that's where it's gonna hit too. That's exactly where it's gonna go, in my opinion. Because if you look at previous waves, every time it breaks that threshold, what happens is that it typically goes to that last high, and then it'll have a spurt up and then a spurt right back down. I like to catch it on the way up, or the opposite, either way. So I can ensure that I make money and get out the way.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And it goes the gold drop, guys. Like I said, it goes the gold drop. I'm just telling y'all, this is what's happening. And then we're gonna get that spike up. Hey, y'all keep an eye on 30 for me, Patrick. I know you keeping an eye on it. But
I think I'm gonna set my buy at 34.554.85.
Buy stop?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna set my buy stop right there.
34. Hold on. You said 34.555?
Yeah, hold on, let me see. Yeah, it's 34.555, so it's 17. You can do that.
What broker
I think
you using?
I think that's where it's gonna tap into and then push right back up, because that's where a majority of the resistance is. That long week is a fake out, in my opinion.
Hold on, I got an idea for you.
I'm gonna put my stop below
right here. Look, right here. I feel like we're gonna come 50% of this wick right here. So we can even get it. We can even get it to right here. Entry right there. Boom. All right, yeah, that's the entry for me. Bro, you about to tell me to do something I never done. Buy stop. No, I'm not. I'm gonna wait. I gotta wait. I just can't do it. I gotta back.
I've done a buy limit on DAX.
On DAX?
Yeah.
Y'all going crazy, man. I can only trade certain things.
Doing okay?
I don't know what
I'm
to
just
look
posting
into.
it now.
Okay. Let's see. So I'm focused on gold and US30 today, guys. Oil took off on us, but all right. So I'm I would love to have my stop loss like. It ain't even got to be that far down, but just to be open about it. All right, y'all, I'm about to hop into this one. This is going to be an aggressive trade. We're going to do 50.
It really...
Huh?
It really is. I'm already in it.
Yeah, this is an aggressive entry, though, but I'm going to do it. This is my prop firm right here. One of my prop firm accounts, Funder Pro. I'm gonna put a TP all the way resting around up these highs here. I got in on my personal account. Let me get in on my other funded account. I got a lot of funded accounts, by the way, guys. I do apologize.
I'm in 32.
Good.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't do that. Let's do buy. All right, there we go.
Oh, hey, there go that sound. I love it.
Hey, Solo, you were playing all those different sounds depending on what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have them. Look, hold on. We gotta hold up.
He's working to the beat.
Hold on. Y'all heard that?
Yeah. Didn't you have a cash register sound or something?
Let's
There
go.
it is.
Gold is still going down, guys. Like I said, I'm hey, don't get into it right now. Otherwise, you're gonna get played.
Man, it's like she want to go, man, but she playing. And it's 9:38. The trader's trying to decide which way the market gonna go.
Oh, of course, yes.
Yeah, sometimes it does this little back and forth stuff and then it just takes off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's playing games. Like I'm in profit right now, but it's just need to go ahead. I want this nice little 5-to-1 real quick this morning.
Oh,
Since I'm
shit.
back, you know, it'd be nice coming in and back real quick and just get out the way.
Exactly. We got other things to do today.
What'd you say?
So we want to make our money. We got other things we got to do today. So hurry up, make our money and move on.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm a call. I'm gonna be doing some cold calling on real estate today.
Ah,
So
snap.
I'm
Okay.
definitely gonna need to get on in and out.
Good morning, Skinny D. My stop loss is open. When I say open, I don't mean just 20 million pips away. I got it over here by these lows though. So this is an idea. It's not necessarily actually like my stop loss. I'm a price action trader, so I really analyze price action before I determine my move, unless I'm stepping away from the computer. All right, man. Gold. Get ready for some gold buys.
Now they playing games now.
No, I see it going up. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Just based off of how I already trade 30, 100% see it going up. Let's see.
think 30
Gold
is
has
giving.
ever rejection. What'd you say, Mike?
No, I was gonna say I think 30 is giving other people opportunity to jump in.
Oh, I switched off of it. Let's see. Yeah. It's like you see those two, like on the 15-minute chart, like you see those two candlesticks. It's showing rejection to the top side, rejection to the bottom side, and it's going into like the area of rejection right there, right? The order block. That's the only reason why I would put the reason why I did the buy on this one. Like, because in like Solo's right, like it went a little bit right there, halfway down that wick, a little bit past it. Now it's going past it. If it beats that low, then it's pretty much, well, I'm a little bit further below it, but I wouldn't want to be in that trade anymore. But this one right here, it should, like he said, it should blow here soon, in the next few 15, maybe 20 minutes.
But I'm about to go.
I can, let me wait on this 15-minute candle to close, and then I'll make my statement on 30. Music chill as foot, yes sir.
Man, it feels good, man, to dust off the cobwebs, man. Now you see like momentum slowing down. You got those little small candles on the 1 minute chart. Let me go look at something else before I lose my mind looking at this.
Hey, you got to preach about that. That's funny. You said let me go look at something else. A lot of people look at these trades and they get so nervous and they start taking the trade, start tapping out the trades early.
Nah, like, bro, I learned my lesson. Like, I kept on doing that. And there's so many lost opportunities. Like, I should have just stayed. Because technically, once you make a decision, the decision is yours to take it out after that. And if you look at it and you pay attention to it, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Yep.
Like, it'll never work out in your favor when you do it that way.
So I am going to tell you guys, it is going to go. Oh, all right, never mind. There's nothing to tell you. It's already going up. But I'm just, I'm a price action trader, right? I'm trying to tell y'all got to really start paying attention to wicks. Mm-hmm. Because the reason why I was saying earlier that US 30 was going to tap into that 50, like where I said exactly it was supposed to tap into, which it did, is because these wicks are pretty much imbalanced conditions in the market that will balance itself out eventually. And that's exactly why, like, y'all, we gonna tap into there, but we are going up right now because of this 15-minute wick that needs to be fulfilled too. But also, we do have liquidity here, like what Patrick, I think you were saying this earlier, right? Where you got the liquidity down here, or really resistance, or you was calling this resistance, right? I don't know if you was calling this one resistance.
That bottom line is resistance. That's where price bottom out. Because if you look over, that's the central zone for that liquidation phase right there, right beside it. So like when US 30 does this, it does it in secrements. Like you have a liquidation phase, it'll bust above, and then it'll reject and then pull back down somewhere around the midpoint or a little bit past the midpoint. Exactly what it did. Mm-hmm. It had no movement, barely any movement, creating that bottom resistance, and now it shot up and then shot back down below it. That tells me, into that zone right there, that indicates that they're trying to go ahead and get out the sellers, because look at, if you look over to the left, it came all the way down. It had a nice price drop. So that's like, okay, well, what are we going to do now? This is like obviously like the accumulation, or what would they call it? Accumulation.
Yep.
Yeah. Phases right there. So this entail, this is exactly how US 30 works. It'll come back down, it'll fake people out, it'll drop people out of the range because they say, oh look, it's gonna go back up, and then it'll take off in the opposite direction. If you look to the left, it did the same thing right before this, like last week.
Yeah, so like
it shot all
No, go ahead. I
Go ahead.
ain't mean to cut you off.
It shot all the way up. It did the same thing. It shot all the way up, and then all the way up, and then it did the same thing. It kind of bounced around. It dropped below, pushed everything back up, took in those sellers out, dropped back down. They bought again, pushed them up, and then pushed all the way down to what's that price point? 34,303, 228, and then it shot right back up. And then it's gonna came back down. It's gonna do the same thing. It's gonna shoot all the way back up. Like it's about to cross that what's the name here in the next 15 minutes or less.
Yeah, it's about
and
to
then
go
I'm
up
gonna take my profit or some of my profit and then let it ride.
I'm gonna take all my profit on my prop firm. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. All right, here goes gold. Like I said, guys, here goes gold. On my prop firm, I'm really like very strategic about like TPs than I am with my personal, because I feel like my personal, nobody's watching me. I ain't got to be analyzed. I can just do whatever I please, right? And that's why I like that's why I really like personal accounts more. It just feels more comfortable for me to trade.
So do you? And this is my question. So if I don't know how you got your stuff set up. Obviously, like with me, I trade on prop firms, and I use some tools to be able to trade on multiple accounts. Do you feel like when you do that, that's just for like you let your personal money take on more of the risk than your prop firms, because you can that's like guaranteed money versus the money that you can play with and actually come up with a greater profit.
100%.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I honestly use prop firm money as another income stream. But technically speaking, I wouldn't put prop firm money into my personal account, and this is just me, because I feel like I can really, if I really stick to my trading plan, bro, this trading plan is the most solid trading plan ever for myself. Like, if I really stick to this trading plan, I guarantee you I will succeed, because the nice thing about the trading plan that I develop is, let's say that my strategy was to enter here, right? But I have a risk management rule where it states, if you enter and let's say you get all your setups, but your first TP should always be at the most recent high. And if that is not at least a 1-to-1 from your stop loss, that shouldn't be a trade you should take. So like right now, this trade on gold, which I am trading it differently, this wouldn't be a trade I would necessarily take, because I always look at every high as a potential TP, like my first original TP, or not even that. I just use that as my risk tolerance level, meaning like, all right, this is where I should either move my stop loss. This is where I should take half profit, so I won't lose out on money. I promise you, bro, that little thing right there, that's why I feel confident. And every time I'm like, all right, guys, I'm gonna do another $1,000 to $10,000 account, or I'm gonna do a $500 to this amount, because I feel like the moment I step in and actually lock in on my trading plan and follow these rules, I guarantee I am going to grow that account, because it's my risk tolerance and my risk management strategy that actually makes me super successful in growing accounts consistently. It's not even a strategy, bro, because the strategy, yeah, this is the strategy here. Like, this is actually a trade, that I'm about to take soon. But my risk tolerance, my risk management strategy, if this is my most recent high, if it ain't even a 1-to-1, don't even worry about trading it. And in the moment it does come to that high, move your stop loss immediately. So what I'm basically saying is, I immediately move my stop loss to profit, so I know I won't get faked out or stopped out. Like with gold right now, or with 30 right now, like this is the time we wanted to move my stop loss to profit. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, like, hey, if it goes left, at least I still made money instead of losing money. So that's how I go about it, man. So I really like personal more than funded. I take a higher risk with a personal account, and then with my funded money, I just put into other business ventures.
Right. I mean, that's what I'm trying to accomplish now, man. Since everything I had going on, I figured, like, look, I can take my personal money, I can use it and, scale it up like I want to. And then my other accounts, I can use that money to go ahead and not only fund my lifestyle that I want, but to go ahead and invest in, put my money to like stuff that I do, like real estate. I'm getting into real estate. I've been doing wholesale contracts for a while. You know, now since I've stopped actually trading for a little bit, and I learned that. I went to school, went to real estate school. You know, did everything I needed to do. So I'm trying to push my money over to that and use this as a catalyst. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I take those prop firm money really serious.
I understand.
Makes
Makes
sense.
sense.
Good money.
Definitely is.
Because your personal money, man, you just wanted to see that grow and grow.
So what are you doing in real estate? Exactly. Because I know there's a lot of different things you can do in real estate.
Exactly.
What you doing in real estate?
What'd you say?
No, I'm saying what is it that you do exactly in real estate?
Well, so one of my he's really my brother. He approached me. He was like, "Look, man, why don't you get your real estate license?" And I was just like, "Yeah, okay, I'll go take a look at it." You know, so he was like, he's doing it, and we talked about wholesaling and specialty financing and different stuff like that. Well, you don't even have to have a real estate license for that. So what they do is, like right now, I call out on cold callers and I say, "Hey, listen, your house is for sale. It needs work, and I'm an investor. I want to make some money. So how about we partner up and say, I'll fix up the house." Right, and take it up to its real value, its 2023 value, once it's fixed correctly, right? And then take the house, put it back on the market, sell it, and then I take my profit on the back end. We have what we like to call a 70% cash on cash model, where, like, for example, if I invest 50,000, I need to make 35,000 profit. So that's 85,000 total that I need to take back on the back end. So whatever their selling price is, I need to be able to put 50 in it to make it right, and then make 35 on my back end. You know what I mean? And you can turn those projects around anywhere from every 4 to 12 weeks, depending on how much funding you have. You can do multiples at a time, but I have other people that take on funding, so I can do one, and then I'll send them 2 or 3, then I can do another one. And on those other ones, I get paid like 15, 20 grand on those, and then guaranteed. And then for everything else I got, I take my profit that way with my own cash.
Okay.
So that's what I'm working on establishing, and I can do that sitting in front of my computer all day long.
It's fire, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up, though. Okay. Yeah. You got a lot that you can do in the real estate industry. Wholesaling, flips, fixer uppers, investor.
I really want to build a portfolio. I want to get with some, like, my brother and them, they good guys. I'm trying to get a few more guys actually, so we can get together and really build. I want to build out a nasty portfolio, because I know what's going to happen. I mean, if you look at the market today and look at everything that's happening, listen, I'm waiting for these people's houses to be devalued. I can't wait, because I'm gonna buy low. You know what I mean?
Yeah, buy low, sell high.
I will buy low. But now, I take a look at US 30 real quick. You see how it filled that gap? You remember I was saying that fair value gap?
Wait, what time frame? What time frame? Oh, 1 minute.
1 minute.
All the way to 1 minute.
Go to the 1 minute.
Oh,
you see how I filled that gap?
Yeah.
Now I'm looking forward to at least break above that last high. I was a little scared at first, but it did exactly what it was supposed to do. Probably jumped in a little too early, to be honest.
Nah, you didn't. It's cool. It's a perfect entry. Well, actually, I don't know where you jumped in at, but I thought, I think it's a good entry. Regardless, it's a good entry.
Let's see what's my entry point. Let me go back and take a look. Yeah, it was that number that I told you, 34, 555, 31.
Okay.
Is exactly where I jumped in at. I don't like how Nas 100's looking, though.
I know, it's fucking hideous.
It's like, if you look at this, like, it has an SM like that. Let me do a side by side. Because it's like kind of like a SMT, you know what I mean? Like, because you can see it from where it broke above on US 30 and it pulled down, and then you can look at Nas 100 and it's like it's plummeting.
The S&P is falling as well. They pretty much correlate, don't they?
S&P.
Yeah, that's also fallen. They're pretty much same, aren't they? I've been tapped in for a buy for the DAX on my shout out.
You went ahead and jumped in gold?
No, not yet. We just been dropping with Nasdaq. God dang.
I think that's a setup, man. if I'm being all honest, I think that's a setup.
You think so?
A buy?
Nah, it's 100.
For a buy?
Yeah, I think it's a setup for a buy, man. Because, like...
Let it come down here first.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see what it do. See, I already took that buy on US 30. That's what's killing me.
Yeah, I mean, shit, we both did. Look at that joint. It's dropping too. We all did.
It's on the lows from last week now, Naz. So it could just be searching for liquidity to go up, but
let me just make sure I'm not missing any price action. Nah, everything is fulfilled. So what this is just fucking banks algorithms just playing with us. Cause they know everybody's in the buy right now. See, this is how huh? What you about to say?
I said I'm almost looking at it now, saying like, man, it's gonna hit my stop loss, and then I swear to God, it's gonna go in the opposite direction.
That's exactly what's gonna happen. This is exactly how I see it. Like, all right, let me run down y'all like how the algorithm. This is my theory, right? This is my theory on how algorithms see stuff and brokers. Let's talk about algorithm first. So algorithm, and y'all know this. A lot of y'all might already know this as colors, right? The algorithm sees colors. The darker the color, the more money is there. So it's like linear shading, right? Linear shading. Y'all know what that is. It's like linear shading when it starts off dark gray and gets a little lighter, gets a little lighter, and then it gets really white. That's how that's how I feel algorithms sees it. Algorithm, like actual coding, they just see a bunch of colors. The darker it is, that's where a lot of that money is at. And even brokers, or let me not say brokers, really liquidity providers also has this like information too. So that's why I always say I don't really like to trade what everybody else is trading. That's why I was always so against gold, because everybody's trading gold and they see this, right? Everybody's selling. So if everybody's selling, I'm actually going to be looking for a buy, or I'm going to actually wait. And that's kind of what 30 is doing right now. That's why I'm like, yeah, I'm going to hold my position. I ain't even going to lie to y'all. Let me double check first, make sure I'm not over risking. Yep, we're $1,000 negative on my prop firm. That's perfect. So that being said, I'm holding this because I already know what's really happening. Like, they're literally scaring everybody right now. For one, they're taking everybody's money. For two, that can't even hold a position. And then three, they're just taking out all of this because this is where all the money is at. Like, let's be honest, this is where all the money is at. Now, once 930 hits, and if market is still dropping on US 30, then I'm out, because but usually by 930, that's when it's supposed to be correcting itself.
Naz is just about to go into an hour FEG from the other week.
Yeah, see, it's going into this right here. I'm trying to tell you, they playing with us right now. They playing with us right now. I promise you.
Yeah.
And they're going to use it as an excuse. Formatic news tomorrow.
Now look, it took me out. I'm out. I risked 800 on this one, and I'm out. Right? It just hit my stop loss. I promise you, it's gonna do exactly what you said. I know it is.
I promise you, it is. It 100% is. It's just all about It's just all about, can we hold the position? That's all it really is.
I hope you're all right, because I want this thing to turn around, because misery loves company. I'm with you guys.
Just don't over risk it. If you're already over risking, then you might as well just be an Audi.
Said I
So
only
my
risk probably like 2%. Bad.
Yeah, I think Nas is coming down. Dude.
Yeah,
There's
that's
no
why I
other.
said I just should have looked at Nas too, because that's literally a SMT right there. Like this on that little, what's the name? And then it dropped.
Mm-hmm.
It broke above it and then dropped, right? Breaking that low, having a break of structure. It's gonna take out probably this low down here on at 15,000 and 75.
Yeah.
That's where it's gonna go. It's gonna take out that bottom. That's why I know US 30 gonna follow suit. It's gonna do the same thing. It's probably gonna take out 34,303, 304. And yeah, it's gonna be gone. I didn't catch that.
Nas has got a nice big fat order block to follow going to.
Nasdaq is on some other stuff. Golly. I feel like Nasdaq
Well, on the
is going
side
down.
note,
Nasdaq is going down for the day, y'all. There's no buy. Don't even anticipate a buy for Nasdaq. It's not. Nasdaq is different from 30 in a way. You know, they do both move identical. I promise you guys. Nasdaq is just gonna keep dropping. Promise you.
yeah, because that's. I mean, do you see that point that I'm telling you it's going down to? It's gonna at least meet that last low before that impulse up on the other side right there.
I'm gonna tell you, anywhere in this gray box that I mark, it's gonna tap somewhere in here, and then from there, you know, it's done for the day. That's literally what's happening for the day, and then on sessions later, it's probably just gonna be consolidating for tomorrow news. You know, maybe that's when we should see it going up.
I can actually see it making a pullback, going back up to that resistance, and then pull it back down.
Nah, this joint dropping. It ain't pulling back. If it's pulling back, it's gonna be the most smallest pullback, genuine pullback ever. But I mean, I can see that too. But I just know Nasdaq, man. And this is why I'd rather trade 30 over Nasdaq, because 30 it's not this dramatic. But it is pretty dramatic. Like right now. God
all
damn.
these indices are not forgiving, my brother.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I ain't never seen this though. This is the makeup from what, Friday.
Yeah, but do you see that? That's what I'm saying. That impulse that's on the other side on Nasdaq, it's doing the same thing. It's breaching. So like all that gain it did over that last week, it's gone. It's gonna reach them last week lows. Hold on, let me see. Let me mark that. I'm gonna mark that last week low. Yeah, it's gonna tap them last week lows.
Can you enter on US 30? I'll probably wait on one like a 15-minute candle. Shit, I should have got an oil, man. I didn't know it pulled back. Forgot to put my alert.
Yeah, it's gonna hit them lows from last week. I can tell you right now, and I missed it. Jeez. It's okay. I'm knocking off the cobwebs, man.
You can't win them all.
Nah, but Nasdaq, it's like if you look at that weekly chart, it's been pushing down for the last 3 weeks. It had 2 weeks of a nice impulse up, and then now it's just pushing back down. It's probably gonna take out that 5 weeks ago low before we see any type of good retracement. And it shows it too. I'm about to drop this in the chat, man. Let me show you this shit, man. This is ridiculous.
Let me start looking at oil before it really itches me right now. It's just itching me like, damn, that shit really moving. Yeah, gold is dropping. I ain't entered in gold yet. I'm actually still waiting on price action.
Actually, let me do this. I'm gonna move that.
This is all noise right now, manipulation. This is where everybody blows their account because they cannot have that patience of waiting.
What's that? You still on your gold?
I ain't trading it, but I'm just waiting, actually.
I cannot draw for nothing on this thing. I mean, literally, it was right there. You seen the shit too, and I didn't even catch it. Jeez.
30 took a slip. It slipped down them stairs or tripped down them steps.
Look at it on the So like, if you look at it, if you go to the weekly chart,
I don't even.
You can see it.
Never look at the weekly chart for that. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But
no, oh man, I always look at the weekly chart because so like the weekly chart that I'm looking at right now, it shows that it's actually going, it's gonna push down. Like you see how you got that blue candle right there. It's a long wick, and then it pushed down. That's a short wick, and then it pushed above it, and it has that long wick right there. That's an indication of reversal for the push down to take out those lows on the weekly channel. And then you bust down to that daily. You can see how it came back. It kept pushed down. It came back up. You know what I'm saying? Into a nice little area right there.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
To the left. And then it pushed up, pushed back down, and now it's pushing down. It's going to take out them lows. And then on that 4 hour, it does the same thing. If you scroll it in, you can see it push back down, come up to those areas. If you were to mark them, and then push back up, tapped into it, and then now it's pushing back down.
Yeah, I see that.
I missed it. Yeah, I missed that. Because that's the same thing the NASDAQ did. If you look at the weekly, it's already there. You know, it's just already pushing down. So it's going to go down and take out that low at like that 14.5. You know what I mean?
Yo, it's crazy how this joint is just, what time is it? Yeah, that joint is just cool. What's NASDAQ doing?
Yeah, it's going to keep going. Trust and believe. I think the days in going to be somewhere around 34,000, maybe 30, between 34.3 and 34,000.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna start pedaling out. It's gonna go sideways.
This week has been trash so far. It's been so.
I mean, on the
so
side
sideways.
note, like I said, I traded the E-mini S&P 500 and made my money and some. So it's still a good day. Just gotta catch. I want to catch.
How you feel about S&P? You like S&P?
I mean, okay, so if I'm gonna trade S&P, I'd rather do it on the future side.
Okay, makes sense.
The money to be made on there is beautiful.
On the future side, on the future side,
yeah,
makes sense.
So we had news come out. The Fed press conference is at 2. All that interest rate decision. What's today? 23rd, right?
It's tomorrow.
No, that's 19th. That's tomorrow.
He said the 23rd. Nah, that's tomorrow.
Bro, like, no, it's 19th. It's 19th. I'm looking at the thing. I'm looking at the daily chart. There's no news today?
No.
There's absolutely no news today at all.
I'm seeing stuff that I marked up on USOIL. I haven't traded in a while, and like, bro, I haven't touched yours. I'm gonna show you this one. I'm gonna put this. Hold on, let me get a link. I dropped it in chat. Check that out. I didn't mark this. This is something. It was still there.
I didn't know you used to trade oil.
Oh yeah, when you guys were trading on, I was trading it. I just never posted it really like that.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know
Like you
used to
see how
trade.
them daily highs and weekly highs and lows, how it played into every single one of them.
Yeah, bro, it was instantly, yeah, 100%. I had that same predicament too with oil. Literally.
But I didn't trade this. This was a markup from like a couple weeks ago, I think. Oh, I can't believe US 30 got me today.
Yeah, y'all, we out of US 30. Whoa, what account is this? Oh, okay, that's this
I
one.
loved it for the buy though. That's what's so crazy about it.
I had my buy setup ready for the gold setup, but that ain't happened yet.
Okay, so this is the weekly sweet high. Low.
Shout out to Winnie. She is going crazy, man. I love it.
So like gold is above its previous week high at the moment. Are you still looking at it for the buy?
Honestly, I'm not looking at it anymore. Nah. I mean, not right now. I possibly am still interested in the buy though, but I'm gonna wait on the next candle to see what's going on.
Well, what I'm looking at, just to give you a little tidbit, it broke its like last daily high, right? And then it pushed down below it on the daily chart. So I'm gonna look at that 4 hour. I'm gonna see what she's talking about, because it might be a great opportunity for a sale right where it's sitting at right now.
I'll say wait for the sale if you want to sell it or anything.
Yeah, wait.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. I'm not trying to take another trade because I'm almost in my rules. If I take 2 trades and they lose, I stop trading for the day.
Are you what are you trading, your prop firm or are you trading your personal?
All of them.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I just took that L across all of them.
I feel you.
Well, I mean, the only one that is not connected to when
shit.
if I make one trade on this one account, my personal account, it
Completely
trades
forgot I was in
all
this
of them
one.
on my other
Fucking
account.
shit. Wait, what you say?
I said if I take a trade on my personal account, it trades it on all my accounts.
Oh, you got that? Okay, so you got that set up. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm the same way, bro. I like to, cause man, I just completely forgot I was still in the 30 trade. I used to have it set up wherever trade I take on my personal account, it will automatically copy over to my funded accounts. And I had got out of my personal account, and I just realized I was still in my funded account.
You must be gutted.
Yeah,
Did you
bro.
forget? Did you forget, man?
I forgot I was still in my funded account. I got on my personal account, but I forgot I was
Too
still
much
in my
going
funded
on.
account. Bro, this is exactly why I just like to stay on one account.
Oh man.
Unless I'm using a copy trader tool, which I need to hook that back up, but I can't hook it up with Trade Locker. I can only do it with my other MT4. I lost $5,000 on it.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
Hey, lesson learned though.
Oh no, I mean, they ain't a lesson learned. It's typical stuff that I do. But no, what is lesson learned is I forgot. That's all.
Yeah.
If that's what you're talking about, yeah. That's what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Lesson learned about the forgetting part.
That's what you said. Yeah.
You gotta set up an alert.
Technically,
I
I
wanna-
lost. Let me be real. I lost 10 grand because I lost 5 grand on both accounts. So technically,
That's
10
damn.
grand. Yeah. Y'all know
Damn,
how
I want
it
to give you.
feels.
I want to give you. I want to give you a huggy.
You said you want to
Like,
give
I'm
me
look,
a.
I'm gonna tell you, you haven't been hurt. Now that's a small loss, right? But you haven't been hurt when you make a 20 grand click this wrong.
Yeah,
Like,
bro, I had
20 plus
man.
grand loss.
If y'all heard my stories, man, I had crazy stories. This is why I'm who I am right now with trading. Like, because, bro, golly, what I remember what was it? I was working on one account. Oh, here's another one. I had a funded account, did so well for the whole 2 weeks, and then like that last week before I blew it, I had this really good trade. It was like one trade that like doubled my account, and unfortunately, I didn't know they had this consistency rule at the time. Fortunately, that wouldn't have counted anyway. But after that trade, I lost every single dollar that I had made, and that account was it was done.
Wow.
That was one. I got a lot of other stories. Man, how many accounts have y'all blown?
Don't want to say.
Bro, you know me. I done blown quite a bit on my trying to be aggressive.
Man. And nice thing about me was I was that type of trader that would always get in with a small profit, like with the really small, not profit, but like a small deposit, like $100-$500, and I always just grow it from there. But I was blowing accounts, and that's because I just didn't really understand the rule of discipline. So like how they got this consistency rules, a lot of prop firms are doing this consistency rule now. It's it shouldn't be an issue for traders that already have a plan, because for me, y'all know, if it was to come down to one thing, if somebody said use only one pair to trade, it would be oil. I'm always doing a standard lie with oil, and I'm always at least doing a 1-on-1 or 1-or-2. That's consistency, right? So it's kind of like if you consistent right now with your personal account, it shouldn't be an issue being with your funded account. It's just you really legitimately don't have it locked in yet. If the consistency rule is bothering you too much, you really don't have it locked in yet. That's all it is.
So let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Are you, and this is the thing. Let me ask you this. Are you stuck on your 2-to-1s and 1-to-1s? Or like do you leave money left in to try to hit like 3-4-to-1, stuff like that?
If I'm scaling, then I'll probably do that, but I don't ever scale. There's no reason for me to scale. I'm just 1-to-1, 1-to-2s, bro. That's my rule of thumb. I don't even care for 1-to-3s, 1-to-4s, 1-to-5s. Like I said, if I want to scale, it makes perfect sense. But how I trade, I'm a completely different breed, because I really look at risk tolerance, like my risk management and my compounding strategy are like my strategies that will literally put my account from blowing it off of one trade or 2 trades or 3 trades, because I am like, how can I put it? Like this trade right here with oil, if I was to buy it, long it, let's say I was to put a TP or stop loss below this low, TP1 has to at least be right here. If this can't be a 1-to-1, I don't want to enter in the trade, because for one, it's not a good position for me, right? Which makes sense for my account. And then for two, the reason why I always go for one, or not even say 1-to-1, but the reason why I always go for my TP to be at that next high is because you know this. Banks look at every high and every low as an opportunity to either build liquidity or take liquidity. And it's going to do one of those two. It's either going to consolidate or it's going to break it. Because this is where they know 99.9% of traders' money is at. And realistically, it's true. Because as a retail traders, we have no other way of knowing where price is at. Because the only way we would know is if we legitimately work at a bank or work at a liquidity provider company that actually codes these different algorithms to play this move. But other than that, we're getting all these moves that we're seeing now already happen in the algorithm or in the banker's eyes. Why? Because they made the move happen themselves. So they made their decision. They was like, all right, guys, we're going to sell it. This is the meeting they had right here. All right, guys, we're going to sell it. But we're seeing it too late. By the time they already sold it, we're like, oh, shit. All right. So we're getting leftovers is what I'm getting at. So how I like to play it to finesse is what I like to say is, all right, let me be the shrimp, but play through like I am a shark. Like, just be smart about it. So I always look at a high and a low as my opportunity for my TPs. And depending on where the market is at, based off of my strategies or based off of my entry points, that's when I determine like if this is actually a legitimate smart trade or not. You know, and that's really how I like to play it smart. Now, I did not do that with US 30 at all. I just went aggressively with it, of course, but that's how I like to play it, man. Like, legitimately how I like to play it, because these moves right here, let me see. Like, if I was to realistically say this was a opportunity to buy, I would have had, first and foremost, my strategy is very simple, but this is aggressive trade. I did post this in a signal as an aggressive trade too. But the aggressive trade is I'd rather wait on it to take the high out first. And the reason why I like for market to take out highs is because it makes more sense to know that, oh, okay, the buyers are in the market now. That's perfect. But let's wait on a pullback, because that pullback, the reason why we need that pullback is because, like you said, Patrick, the market creates a fair value gap. A fair value gap is just an imbalanced move. An imbalanced move is just a trend. Every time you guys see a trend, that's all imbalance. Everywhere in here is imbalance. Now it's just up to you to figure out which imbalance is accurate, which imbalance is in. So that's why I wait for pullbacks, is because the market is imbalanced, meaning that there's orders that was left over or whatever, and it needs to go back to fulfill that. It needs to go back and say, oh, I dropped my $100 bill. Let me pick it back up. And then that's where I'm like, all right, since it's doing that, that's when I enter. And then I go for this first TP, because 9 times out of 10, it will create consolidation. We would never know, if it wants to create consolidation or liquidity or take liquidity. We would never know. We can have the highest probability in the world. We can go on daily, 6 hour, 4 hour, and make all these determinations. But at the end of the day, we will never know. So for me, I like to play it safe. I always tell traders, you don't have to TP right here, but if you really, really think about it, if you really want to make good money, consistency, just move your stop loss. And long term, and that's the problem, we don't think long term as a trader, because we want to see money quick, because we got bills to pay and IRS or whoever is after us, right? But at the end of the day, we have to think about it like this. If we were just to move our stop loss every time we hit that most recent high to either half or at break even or take some profit out, guarantee you your profits will be high rise like this. It'll be real slow, but it'll be high rising. And that is the consistency that you should see for yourself. And that's the consistency that prop firms want, because it's slow, steady, but it's realistic, right? They don't want to see you just do that one day or 1 week and then 1 month or whatever, then drop and then go like that and then dropping it. No, on consistency. So I like to play it smart. So I always just, always say, just move your stop loss to break even when it hits this high. And I know it sometimes sucks, it's because we know it will pull back and we'll get stopped out and then it'll go up. That's that part right there of what I'm saying, discipline. That's the problem right there. So it's like, if you can master this, you'll be solid. But if you look at it long term, I promise you, bro, I was trying that strategy out for a whole couple weeks. It's really good. It's super, super, super slow, but you will see gains. It's just crazy how it works.
Now check out
Looking at
check
gold
out
in
gold.
1 minute.
It's gonna take out that 1929. It's gonna take out that low. That's a weekly high. But you know what I'm saying? It busted up above that weekly high. I think it's gonna come back down and touch that weekly low.
Yeah, I can see
before
that.
it makes any kind of aggressive upwards, or it can continue to go down, just depending on how what the market decides it's gonna do. But I think it's gonna hit. I think it's gonna hit down.
Wait, hold on. Any of you guys still in 30? I know some card culture, you saying, bro, 30 is just gonna drop, y'all. 30 is gonna drop. Don't marry the trade. Don't marry the trade, y'all. Don't marry the trade.
He said, "Don't marry it."
Nah, don't marry the trade, y'all. It's over with. I lost my 10. I'm 10 grand in the hole today. I'm good. I'm not finna. No, let's not do that. I mean, if you selling though, that's different. If you selling, obviously that's cool. But for a buy, don't stress yourself out over that buy. It's 9:30 right now. This is the time where it's dropping. If we see no up move, there's no chance for it to go up right now. If anything,
I'm mad that I missed that daily, man. That weekly, I didn't go and check it, because I would have caught that. I would have caught the movement.
Yeah, it's cool, bro.
That price action, man. That weekly price action is important though, like, because that's where you see, like where everything's going. And then if you got news, you definitely can see what's really going on.
Like you said, Patrick, you're rusty. We'll let you off.
Like what?
You're rusty. We'll let you off.
Yeah, I haven't traded in like that in a couple.
You got
man.
dust the cobwebs off the computer screen, man.
Hey, but did you? I'm like that gold, man. I wish I would have got in on that sale, man. I know it's gonna hit that weekly low.
Yeah, my rule ain't clicked in for gold at all, so I'm not even stressing about it.
Hey, you said yo what didn't hit in gold?
My rules to even enter at all for a buy or a sell. Really a buy at the time.
It had price action.
Nah, that's not the price action I like.
From your top down analysis, you didn't see it?
No, so like you said so.
Because I haven't traded with you in a while, Solo. So you're gonna have to remind me what you be looking at.
I'm trying to remember. What do you remember how that? I don't know if I changed anything. I haven't changed anything. No, I know I haven't changed anything. But my rule is, bro, it's simple. Breakout, retest. That's really what it is, bro. I've been trading like that for a minute. Now with gold, I'm gonna be honest with you. The conditions had changed dramatically with gold, and I've been mastering it. So a lot of these trades you see are actual trades I took, and some trades I did back testing. Like this was a real trade. This was legitimate, and that's one of these trades I called out, and we hit all TPs or something like that. I think there might have been 2 trades. I don't know, but it's just a simple breakout retest strategy. However, I wait on a specific time to trade gold because there's a certain time frame where it does fake outs, like manipulation. It will, take out a lot of these unwanted orders, fulfill them, and then after that time, that's when I get in the market. So like literally right now, this is when I should be in the market. Anywhere from now up until about 30 minutes from now is when I'll be in the market. However, this move right here just doesn't look promising at all. Even though it can go down, go up, regardless, whatever. I just don't see the setup in my eyes. Cause really,
check out your 1 minute chart really quick.
What on gold?
I'm gonna show you what I seen. Yeah, I'm gonna show you what I seen. Actually, I posted it, but you see how it came down and beat those, and then immediately pulled back up.
Mm-hmm.
That low, and then pulled back up. It tapped down, and then it filled that gap right there, and then it dropped.
So let me ask you.
That's why I would have took that trade. I would have took that trade right there at that last candle. Because if you look at where your weekly highs and your weekly lows was, and your daily highs and your daily lows, and your 4-hour highs and lows, it tapped into an order block. That's an order block that's sitting right there.
Do you scalp? Are you still scalping? Or you do more intraday?
I take money at my 1-to-1. Like I made money on that a little bit on the little bit of trade that I did take on it, because I took a partial on it, but I didn't take nothing that was too serious. But yeah, I scalped it just a little bit.
So you do 1-to-1s too?
I did a 1-to-1 and I used like a 0.25%, what's name, and it took me out at break even.
Okay.
Because I got in a little bit before it started to drop. And then I was scared because I didn't know what it was going to do.
I feel you.
I didn't take a regular trade. I just did that to see what it'll do. And it sure enough did the opposite. It came down, it pushed down and beat that high, but then it pulled right back above it. But like in certain methods, people wait till it actually closes below the low and then pulls back up. Or closes above the high and then pulls back down before they'll take a trade.
I know. Yeah, I feel you though. And I like what you just said right there. Some people make trading way more complicated than what it really. I promise you, people do, man. And that's why I'd be like, y'all, just keep the shit simple. It's simple. Like, everybody got their own rules and strategies, and that's perfect. But y'all know me, man. Keep it simple. And I'm not saying anything about you, Patrick. Just so you know, I don't feel like I want to think I'm coming at you.
Oh no. Hey,
I ain't know.
It was just you any day anyway.
Nah, you're simple. You got the simple strategy too. But I'm just saying, in general, there'll be people out here, man. They will be like. There'll be like a bunch of stuff, and I'm just like, what? So like, y'all know me, man. I keep my strategy the most basic, simple way. Y'all think I'm still in grade school right now, or something, because how simple I keep it. Y'all know me. Look, if I see it going up on an hourly scale, 4-hour scale, daily scale, whatever the roadmap is telling me, there's nothing that's conflicting anything on them higher time frames, then cool, right? So now I know my path. So what I then do, go on a smaller scale, like a 5-15 minute, not even 1 hour to 15 minute. That's when I start doing more technical, and depending on wherever we are at, that's the biggest thing. I need to know where we're at on a higher scale. Like the 4 hour is my perfect time. I love the 4 hour. It gives me everything I need to know, but I need to know where we're at. I need to know, are we in a trend? Are we in a balanced market, like consolidation? Are we in a pullback? Where are we? And if we are in a pullback, why are we pulling back? Are we pulling back because we need to fulfill some levels that needs to like be mitigated or whatever? Or are we just pulling back because this could be the possible reversal? But why are we pulling back? Once I've determined that on a higher scale, that's when I scale down on a smaller scale, and I just start looking for them setup, simple setup, boom, boom, simple setup, boom, boom. You know, if we in a liquidity phase, oh yeah, say or sideways trend, say less. We're taking a high and a low. And then from there, we can decide what's going to happen. Is it going to continue down? Usually it will go right back up. But yeah, that's literally it. So I have two different solid strategies I follow. I have a trend-based strategy and a consolidation strategy. And that's really it. NASDAQ is dropping to 15,066. NASDAQ is dropping. Did it drop further? Oh, it pulled up, but it's still dropping, y'all. This is dropping.
The NASDAQ doing the same? Yeah. But look at that movement though, for the past hour. Like
I know, like, damn, ain't even no news today. I ain't even gonna lie.
Bro, I swear to God, like those no news days, I have a harder time trading than I do on news days.
I do too. I realize that. I'm realizing that when we don't have news, I don't really like to trade. But when we have news events, I don't trade while news is actually happening. But when we have news events, that's the best, because that's when, like, I call it my 3-man standing strategy, by the way, Patrick. And that is my high producing strategy that will literally take one account to another account growth in like a matter of time. But that's obviously when we all love trading trend lines or trading trend based market conditions. But I realize when news is actually occurring, or at least it will occur within a couple hours, that's when I like to get in trades. Because a lot of times the market is just doing this a lot. It's just super slow. It's choppy, but sometimes when it's too choppy, it's like small candles. I can't figure nothing out with price action. It just throws me off. And then on a higher scale, it'll be weird because you will see mad consolidation. NASDAQ is probably the worst one to show you guys. Gold is too. I can't show you guys nothing right now, but usually it'll be like a big consolidation on a higher scale, and then you're even confused on that. It's just, yeah. I love news though. I love when there's news events.
Do you remember when Patrick was you and Patrick were trading the news on Zoom?
Oh yeah, Patrick, you remember that time?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I was so mad. I was so mad that day, man. Like every time I think about it, I get more mad. Like, like those guys, man. They gave me my money though. They gave me some of my money, so I'm not mad.
I remember that.
I
Was
remember
so
that
funny.
too. There was another time though, we got in the live stream. We was actually trading when the Feds were going to speak, and me and you came to a predicament of like, yo, it's going to go up, and this was gold too, and it just went straight up.
It
I don't know if you remember that.
That was the one I'm talking about.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I remember. I got in. I was telling everybody, I was like, yo, I'm about to get in this trade, but I'm about to just get in a micro lot, and it literally didn't even hesitate. It just went like that. I was like, oh, I got on my seat and started jumping and everything. I remember that.
Mike, didn't you make a killing on that trade?
No, you only put a small lot in. I remember you only done a small lot because you were worried.
I did a small lot. I only did a 0.01, but it was just the fact that I was just like, it was just right on point.
Yeah. We were on Zoom, I think, if I remember rightly. Yeah. Because I think you had your son with you, and it was funny. You were bouncing around.
Yeah, he was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Oh, it was even worse when I did the 0.80 lot instead of the 0.08 lot.
I remember that too.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot.
We talk about that. Yeah, that's a classic.
hey, listen, I made money though, but it was stupid. And I was holding my breath for the 5 minutes I was in that trade.
Oh man, that's crazy though, man.
Hey, Solo almost had the same thing happen the other day. Whenever you based your calculation on 200,000 instead of 20,000.
It went. Bro, I ain't even gonna lie. For those that's watching me live stream, this trade locker account is bad, bro. It's going bad because that's what happened. It was a trade locker. It was my 200K trade locker challenge. We're in challenge 1. So the first, was it gold, Mike? I can't remember. Was it gold?
I can't remember what it was. I just remember
it was something, and I did the calculation so bad. I did off of a 200K actual like it was actual funded or something, like I don't know. It was weird, and it told me I should do 43 lots on gold, and I'm like, this ain't right. But none of y'all really told me like, yeah, no, you. So I was just going with it. So I was like, you know what? Let me just do 10 lots, and I think what I did total 20 lots, Mike.
Yeah, I think you do 2 trades at 10 lots each or something. And you were thinking you were being conservative.
I thought I was being real conservative. I'm like 43 lots. That don't sound right. Let me do half of that. And apparently, when market went down, not even like what it's doing now, I was already $800 to blow in the account.
Yeah, it was close.
It's crazy. So I was like, I gotta get out
crap
of this
moment.
Yeah.
Oh, but boy, if it went the other way, you'd have done a Patrick move.
Yeah, I know, right?
You would have been less that day. They would have been like, "Sir, you failed just because you can't do it all in one. You can't do it all in one trade."
No, if it was a live funded account, they would have definitely had I would have had breached the rules for sure. Challenge 1, they're lenient with that, so they would have been cool with it.
Do you see NASDAQ?
I'm looking at 30, so I can already determine what NASDAQ doing. So I'm saying, I'm glad I got out. The old me would have stayed in. No, for real, bro. I'm so serious. I hate taking L's.
It all depends on what you can hold.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm just saying, we all hate taking L's, but we have to understand that we need to take an L too, just because it is needed for us. We have to, like.
It was something that Bruce Lee said. It stuck with me about trading. You must first learn how to lose. You gotta learn how to lose.
I'm good at that. Mm-hmm. I got that pretty much mastered. So I think we got to turn this thing around.
No, Mike, you're one step closer. You're one step closer to being a really good, consistent, profitable trader. I guarantee you that. Because you're gonna get to the point where you're so tired of taking L's. I promise you. You're just gonna figure something out and that works for you, and you're just gonna be like, you know what?
I've seen Mike post some profits. You seem you're getting consistent now, aren't you, Mike?
Yeah, well, actually, yesterday and then today wasn't the best. Well, yesterday I had a couple of big losses, but I came back and broke even. And then this morning, I mean, that was a pretty big US30. Well, I lost 10 grand today. Don't feel no way, bro. This is like totally not the right thing to do, but I'm doing it anyway. This challenge that I'm in, you have like 35 days or whatever to make your profit, your 10% or whatever. Well, I got like 9 days left, so I'm doing a bunch of Hail Marys, just because I'm running out of time. And that's the beauty of some of these prop firms. It's unlimited. You can take it slow, and you don't have 30 days. But if you're not like where you need to be to do that 30 days, you start doing stupid things. And I held off on this US 31 way longer than I should have. So now I got to try to play catch up again.
So you like basically grid trading or
Pretty much.
hedging. You're hedging, right?
Oh, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, like I just got in a US 30 sell, so I kind of made back. Okay, just to see how ridiculous this was.
And by the way, for those that didn't know, you cannot. A lot of prop firms don't even offer hedging. Y'all really got to pay attention to their hidden rules. Like for those that be like, oh, because that what Mike is doing, I promise you, you could probably do it on your challenge, but the moment you're actually funded, they're gonna be so against that.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
It's all in the hidden description or hidden terms.
Let's see. So
So Mike, how many trades do you place a day? Like if you lose 2 or 3 trades in a row, do you keep trading or do you when is your stop?
Well, I do except for the last couple of days, I used to do a lot of like really in and out, like literally grab my money and out within a couple of minutes. So like the one time I think I did, what the heck was it? Like 15 trades or something like that. And I only lost like 4 of them just because I was like in and out, you know what I mean? So if I'm losing, if I lose 2 of those in a row, and the thing is too, a lot of times I'll have 2 entries in, you know what I mean? So I really don't count that as 2 losses if you have 2 entries in the same trade. But it depends on how much I lose. I mean, if I only lose, a few dollars, $10, $15, $20, something like that, I'll get it like twice. I'll get it again. But if I lose like big, then I'm like, okay, let me go lick my wounds and come back the next day. So
there goes gold.
Damn. Do you have a percentage?
Wait.
What's Solo doing?
No, it's the way he just said. Damn.
Oh man.
It was like so chill. He was like, damn. Wait, do you have a friend? It's just like.
No, because I mean, okay, so like if you go back and look. If you look at how it broke those lows on the 1 minute chart, okay.
I'm trying to tell you though, Patrick, this is what gold does. It literally does this so well. Like that's why I'd be like, I don't enter until 9. It's anywhere from 9 to 10 o'clock, and that's when I'm looking for entry. Like this right here is I'm not gonna lie, I'm about to buy this, y'all. I promise you, I'm about to buy this because this is my setup right here. I'm buying it. I'm buying it.
It just switched to a new.
I can't trade on my funded account, but I'm doing on my personal. I'm buying it. You can't tell me no.
Go.
I didn't hear this.
I'm not doing it on my empty. I'm not on my prop firm. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, I can do it on this prop firm. I mean on this challenge. Oh yeah, I'm definitely buying this. Come on now. Hold on. Hey Mike, what was it that I said I can do? Damn, was it? I can't do 5 lots. Was it 5 lots? 5 lots was too much.
You did 10. You did 10 and 10 before, so.
All right, yeah, I'm doing 2 lots. We're gonna have a TP here. I can't do it on my other challenge. I'm gonna blow my account if I do that. I'm only doing 2 lots too, so this ain't really much.
So are you gonna take it up to that 4-hour high? This previous high?
Hold on, bro. Which high we're talking about? Give me a price point.
Price point is 1937.
Okay, so right here, 19. Oh shit, you talking about right here? Yeah. That's my risk tolerance position. That's where I make it. That's why I determine if I want to just get out the trade, move my stops, or really those 2. Move my stops or get out the trade. I don't like doing partial profit. I'm in it.
Go.
Can't tell me no. I don't care what y'all say. I'm so serious. I'm in this.
You're not waiting for it to come back to the midpoint?
It is what. No, it already did off of a 15-minute scale.
Oh, that's right. You're doing the 15-minute. I forgot about that.
Yeah, getting right into this gap imbalance right here. I promise you, if I was to go off a 5-minute, maybe a 1 minute, there is a little order block right in there. Let me see, 2 minute, right there.
Yeah, I got it marked too. That's what's crazy. As soon as you said that, I looked. It's like I already got that marked.
Yep. Trying to tell y'all, them fair value gaps is also, it'd be little order blocks in there too. Something I learned. Just back testing that strategy or that concept. But
that is a nice little 1-to-1 right there for that.
Yeah, I'm in it.
You know what? Fuck it.
You're right.
Man.
There you go. Hey, scared money don't make no money, right?
There's FOMO going on now.
Nah, this ain't FOMO. This. It is FOMO, but it's not. It's not. Honestly, this is my setup, man. My setup is there. I still can trade it. I just can't trade it off and win a challenge, but I can still trade it off my other accounts. I can't trade it off of this one. If I do, y'all can't see my numbers, but it's at 184. $4 more $1,000. This account is done. Damn, I got a bad start with this one. Jesus. I had a bad start with that account.
Yeah, you gave me FOMO, Solo.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Hey, look.
It's passive with the FOMO.
I'm just saying, it falls in my rules. Everything is aligning. I'm in the trade. Y'all don't have to take the trade. Y'all, obviously 30 probably messed everybody's account up. But on my personal account, I'm literally trying to grow this little $200 account. We was up $600 until 30 down there took half of it. So it's cool.
Dang. Oh yeah, so like personal accounts. I wouldn't trade 30, and this is just me. I wouldn't trade US 30 on a personal account.
What? I love trading 30 on a personal account.
$2,000 in it.
Nah. Oh, I see what you're saying. I was the same way, bro. But there's a backstory behind that too. You could still trade it, bro, because just do mini. That's all I do, 0.01. Until I get to $5,000, I up it. But I'm always doing 0.01s on US 30 on a personal account. If it's less than $5,000, 0.01. And if I'm really trying to go crazy with a risk, it's literally 0.02. That's it. That's the backs. Like I do have SAP. I do have like a SAP stop loss tolerance for like certain accounts, just because that's something I really feel like I needed to perfect for myself. Cause I would usually like, oh yeah, I would like triple my account from 1,000 to 2,000, right? And I would start going crazy with my lot sizes. And I was like, every time I did that, my account, I blew it. So I learned to like really, like, let's say if I have anything under $5,000, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. $500 to $1,000, I'm still doing, no, $1,000, I'm still doing a standard on oil. Anything under that, I'm like 20 standard. So like not 20 standards, but 0.2 or 0.3. When I'm dealing with gold, I'm always doing the exact same thing I'm doing with oil, 0.2, 0.3, until I start getting into like $5,000. That's when I'll start doing $1,000, $1,500. I'll do a standard on oil, but I will not do it on gold. You trade 2 lots on what? Damn.
And I just put in 23 lots on each one of my.
Wait, what? On gold?
23 lots.
Yeah.
Bro, chill.
You got $1 million account.
No, they're these are the $100,000 accounts that I purchased. I purchased these myself, but they're high, man. They're still good.
Okay, but damn, 23 lots. Bro, I did 10 lots on gold, and I realized how scary that was on a 200K account.
Damn.
I thought you were gonna say you did 20, but you wanted to do 0.2.
You did 23
lots.
I
did it because these accounts can hold it. So they're each over like 100 and some change.
Oh man, now I feel some type of way. I feel like this has to go nothing but all in our favor now.
Oh man,
Patrick's gonna come for me.
But he won't ever come out. He'll never come back to trading again.
No, he gonna come after me.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, damn. Okay, yeah, no, that's good. It executed the rest of my trades. Okay, so like these accounts that I use, right? So like I passed 2 challenges with them, and then I purchased them the other accounts $4,500 a piece.
Okay.
Wow.
So there was like no challenge. They just straight up.
You did
bought 'em.
instant funding. So when I'm right.
Yeah. You don't have to do it. You basically, like, if you lose the $5,000, they'll spot you 5. You invest in 4,500. You know what I'm saying? And then you can only lose $5,000 on that account. So you live within that space. So each of the ones that are like some is like 115, some are like 130, and I just try to trade them. You know what I'm saying, as I go pretty well. But like right now, my trade is winning. Right, all I need to do is hit my TP1. I'm taking out 80%. Right, and I'm running the other way because I made the money on all those accounts. You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
I don't need no more.
I've got to go, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, maybe. But nice
right.
talking to you, chaps.
Hey, bring us some better luck next time there, Neil.
Will do. Signing off.
All right, brother.
All right, we'll see you.
I haven't used this in so long. But Solo, you was right though. I went and did an assessment, man, myself when we was looking at it, and when it busted up above that block and then it closed, I already knew what you was talking about.
Trying to tell you, man. I'm looking for that buy. Not even gonna lie to you. That's the buy that I'm waiting on. Actually, I just talked about this in our live session. I don't know, Mike, you was in it. I don't know if you was in it yesterday.
Yeah, I was in last night. I was in it.
Yeah, this is what I talked about last night. Why can I not see y'all? What is going on?
Oh yeah, see a picture
Well,
of your
I don't
car.
have my camera on.
No, I know, but like y'all picture, y'all names, it just when he went out, it just
Neil
stopped.
sabotaged it as he left.
That's exactly what happened. How do I get that back? Y'all know how to work Zoom?
Yeah, so like up there when like your full screen and all that stuff is, you can pull back up your pictures. It should have minimized in the corner. You'll see it. It's like a little skinny, like rectangle. You know what I mean? And it's right there.
I don't see it. I'm so serious, bro. It's not here.
I see it. I see your screen and everything on the Zoom, but then the YouTube looks like a hole with your car or somebody's car behind it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out how to put y'all back on there. I can't find the
Come on, let's go. Go.
Interesting. I feel like if I stop sharing my screen, hold on, y'all gonna pop up. See?
Oh, yeah. There it is.
All right, let me do one thing. And then it vanished. What the heck?
Sir. Well, I'm posting you live, Solo.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. I don't know. Let me stop sharing my screen for a bit. I'll figure it out in a little bit.
Now I picked the music. Now we're gonna hit next.
Oh yeah, I gotta post this L that we took off of 30 live. I just post this one too. This is the time. Gold just needs to move. So what other time sessions do y'all trade?
What do you say? Concepts?
trading sessions.
Oh, this. I mean, like right now, I'm getting ready to end my trading session because I'm about to get on. I'm about to get on the phones, right? But so my new schedule. This is my schedule. I wake up, I get everything set up, and like today, I was like, I'm going to what's now. I'm going to trade. I trade. My session is going to be between 8:30 and about 11, and then I quit trading. Period. If I got to trade in, I'll move. If it's winning, I'll move my stop loss to entry, and then just let it do its thing.
Okay.
So I only trade the New York session, pretty much.
Okay. Makes sense.
You're in the Eastern time frame, right, Patrick?
Yeah, I'm East EST.
Okay.
So
For a little-
what's your Instagram again?
Mine's the real Solo
Yeah.
E.
Real Solo E.
Yeah, the real Solo E.
The real Solo E.
I used to dabble in the Asian session, but man, that was like watching paint dry.
Yeah, man, that is session.
Listen, when there's no volatility, man, I'm gonna tell you, like it's crazy.
Yeah. Don't do
Like
much.
it is like watching paint dry. I feel like I lose more money when there's, you know what I'm saying, not that much volatility, man. I can't tell you.
Oh, I agree. Somebody's asking you if you got a payout from Funder Pro.
No, I haven't yet.
See, man. I hope this thing goddamn work out. I ain't even gonna pay attention. I got it on my what's the name, and then I got it on my MT4. Well, guys, it looks like everything is going well. I'm getting ready to move my trade to break even though it's just only up just a little bit. And get out of here, man. I gotta get on this horn. I gotta find me some leads today and start getting some calls done. But hey, Solo, I'll be back on here tomorrow, man. If you're doing a live, man, make sure you shoot it over to me.
All right. Yeah, I got you.
It's good seeing your back there, Patrick. I'm glad your health is better too.
Yeah, man, it was crazy, man. I had like sciatica. I had got in a motorcycle accident and a while back, and like now I got bulging disc just literally laying against my my spinal cord. So like I'll just go limp on my whole right side. I can't walk, or it won't even allow me to hold my, you know what I'm saying, hold my bowels, because it'll just hold me. And like they've been giving me steroids. They're like, "You're so young, we don't want to cut on you." I said, "I don't care about that. I can't walk. Cut me, please. We'll have to do it again. I don't care at this point. Like I just want to walk. I want to be able to work. You know what I'm saying? I can't get up for myself, so I had to have somebody, my kids and my wife, just take care of me. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that feeling. I'm a grown man. I'm supposed to take care of them.
Facts. I feel you, man.
Dude, I got back problems too, and it was like no injury, no nothing. I have no idea, but sometimes it feels like it's I was walking around yesterday, it's like a knife just suddenly just shot up my back. It was like for no reason. So I hear you, man.
You know, you don't have to have like sciatica and all that stuff like that. You don't even have to have an accident. It can just happen to you from like just overextending yourself just a little bit.
Yeah.
Your once that disc pops out, it starts to bulge. It's really hard for it to really do. So like you got to do really good core workouts and really, you know what I'm saying, get yourself together. Because if you don't, it's gonna kill you. I promise. Every time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, backs are no joke whenever they're screwed up.
And it's for life. You can't. It's no going back. So that's why they say they don't want to cut on me, but they keep on giving me steroids that ain't working either. So I'm just like, yeah, I ain't going for that. So I want you guys to fix the problem. Don't give me cover-ups. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could find a problem. They can't even find it. I've had I went to a chiropractor. I've gone to physical therapy. My regular doctor had MRI. I've had them kind of kill the nerves around there and nothing. It's like, so we don't even know what the problem is. It's crazy.
Is it going down a certain side of your back, like the back of your leg?
No, it's more in the, it's more, no, it's not a sciatica. I've had that done before. I've had that before. I know what that is. But no, it's like the whole, like my whole midsection. Like sometimes it's a right side, like now it's my left side. It like moves around. So I don't know if it's a nerve, just kind of rogue nerve running around getting pinched, or I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just getting old. I'm getting old. So I can't imagine 20 years from now, you know? So.
Oh no, like I was still working out with sciatica. So he was like, you gotta stop doing that. I said, I'm still gonna run my mile in the morning, man. Like I'm not gonna stop. He was like, man, you gotta stop. And then next thing you know, I can't walk.
Oh yeah, sciatica is rough. Yeah, because it usually runs down one leg or the other or something, right?
Yeah, so it's down my entire right side. So
yeah.
Like I'll be sitting here if I'm writing something with my hand will cramp up, and I can't move my hand like out of that position.
Well, you know you have a bulging disc, so at least you know what the problem is. But when I had my sciatica going on, and again, it was my sciatica extended. I did something, but I posted online on some Facebook group or whatever. I said, here's the situation. And no matter what I did, I could not get rid of this thing. And this guy says, here's what you do. And he says, he was at a hospital one time and a doctor told him this. He says, here's what you do. In the morning, you ice it like for not like 20 minutes or whatever. They ice it for like an hour to get rid of the inflammation. And then in the evening, take a hot bath and just stay in that, 10, 15, 20 minutes of hot bath. He says, you do that for a couple of days, it'll be gone. I swear to God, in a couple of days, like 3 or 4 days, it was gone. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, this guy's a genius. But it was the inflammation was causing the pain. And then you got to take the hot bath to kind of loosen everything back up again at night. But just back and forth, it worked. Now, unfortunately, it's not working for what I got now, but it definitely took care of that sciatica nerve. So, and this is not medical advice. Please see your own doctor.
You didn't have to give me the disclosure, Mike.
No, I'm saying for everybody else out there. I don't have to think I'm a doctor or nothing like that. I'm far from it. I don't even play one on TV. So yeah, that just happened. That just worked for me. But
no, I got you.
But yeah, bulging disc. That's rough. What kind of? I mean, if you could talk about what kind of accident did you get in? Like on your motorcycle, was it pretty rough?
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. So I was in a light. I was on my high bosom, and I'm in a light. I'm sitting there. I'm not moving. You know what I mean? Car right beside me. People are waving at me or whatever. I'm sitting there, and I swear to God, dude comes up the back of me in Colorado, not even paying attention. I think he was texting and driving, dude, and just smacks me.
Oh, jeez.
Pushes me out into the road on my motorcycle, like sideways, and the other car just hit me that was making his left-hand turn. So I flew off the bike. Now, luckily, I wasn't injured badly at that time. My back was kind of messed up. I was okay, And then, months later, then they're like, yeah, you have a bulging disc, from your accident. You're gonna need to take it easy. So I took it easy, and then I really didn't have any problems after it. You know what I'm saying? Because I always was steady working out, doing core workouts, back workouts, making sure that I'm good. Just a little like something, not much. Then I moved back to North Carolina, and I was riding bikes out here, stupid too. I wrecked on a bike out here, and then it resurfaced. And then I'm like, okay, and that was my fault. The one I was doing stupid. I actually was doing a burnout, and I slid up under myself when I hit some sand, and I slid probably 150 feet on my knees in some shorts and a tank top, and I put my hands down on the ground. I didn't have no skin on my hands, and I rolled over and I hit a fence, and my bike went through an intersection. So damn, I wish I would have moved my stop loss. I didn't move it yet. Jesus Christ. So now I'm at a point to where I won't get back on the bike again. You know what I mean? I won't get back on the bike. I won't even touch one. I actually, and that's a lie. I rode one probably a couple months ago. I just rode around the block in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? Not much, but I won't get back on one. I won't be doing that stupid. You know what I'm saying? If I do touch it, because them things is dangerous. They technically they messed up my life, man. Because now I can't, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Because of
Do
that,
nothing.
I can't walk now. You know what I mean? Really good.
yeah. We
Crazy.
race. I race a car and do autocross, and we're up at it's called NCM. It's in Bowling Green. It's where the Corvette Museum is. And they have a track. They have an actual high-speed track up there too. Well, sometimes when we have our events, they got the motorcycle guys out there. Those dudes are crazy. I mean, they're on that track. They're going like 120, 140 miles an hour on this track on a motorcycle. You know, then they come into these turns. I mean, they're all suited up and everything like that. But I'm sorry, man. I need 4 wheels under me. Two ain't enough. You know.
Man, that's cruising altitude on the highway about 110, 120.
When I've seen dudes on the highway. They're going 100 miles an hour. And they'll do a wheelie. I'm like, are you kidding me?
That's crazy.
Hey man, you can't help it, man. When you popping them gears, man, you getting all the way up there, man. Sometimes it just do that. You know what I mean?
I'll be on the sideline watching. Ain't no way I'm gonna be out there doing that stuff.
Bro, like that's like me and my guys that we were from, man. We would jump on we'll do like laps around the little city we from, Asheville, and we get on the highway. 120 was the cruising altitude. We made it to the other side of town in like 10 minutes.
Wow.
Less than that. And then we just come back around and ride the highways. But I've almost died. Like at least I can count at least 10 times on my hand right now that I'm thinking about. Just on the main roads. It's safer on the highway. You know what I mean? But now I wouldn't do that shit because you got kids.
My brother totaled his Harley. He was doing 25 miles an hour going around the bend, and he hit a little bit of like a little patch of gravel. And the bike just slid out from under him, you know, and I mean, he got a little bit hurt, like banged up a little bit, nothing broken, just skinned, you know, parts of the body. But yeah, 25 miles an hour, he totaled his bike, you know. So yeah.
I could imagine. Like, and I know he was devastated. He didn't even care about his injuries. He was just more worried about his bike.
Oh yeah, and he went out and got another one, you know.
He like, oh, I'll get another one. It's all good. Oh, jeez.
Oh yeah, it'll take one time for me. I'm like, okay, I'm done with that. Let me on to something else. But
so none of y'all ride bikes?
No, I was actually planning on getting one, but keep hearing stories like this. I don't know, man.
Hey, I ain't trying to scare you, but I lost a lot of people on them things. So you know what I mean? Like, but you can't live your life like that. I mean, if you're gonna ride a bike, if you can be mature about it, and I'm gonna tell you, when I say mature, I don't mean like, you know what I'm saying, like you're a little child. I'm just telling you, in your head, you know exactly what kind of man you is. If you was one
That's
of them
what I'm
kids
saying. I
that
don't want a
jumped off
bike.
trees,
I'm not getting a bike, bro, because that's the main reason why I would get a bike, to do the most stupidest shit ever. That's why I'm not doing it. And just hearing stories like this and just hearing it from people I actually know, I'm not getting a bike, bro. What I will get, but I don't know, you probably might say that's even worse. I wanted to get a 3-wheeler, but I know if I get a 3-wheeler, I'm not capable to do what I would do on a bike, if you get what I'm saying. I like the fact that I can ride with no windows. I could just get that breeze. That's all I'll do with a 3-wheeler. But with a bike, I know how I am as a human being, as a man. I am legitimately going to do the most stupid. I'm going to, I promise you. I promise you. I'll be that guy to go past traffic too. I had them moments. I will. That's the reason why I want a bike. So just because that reason, that's what makes me think twice about my options of if I should get a bike. But a 3-wheeler, I would definitely want a 3-wheeler.
get one of those slingshots.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, one of those. I'll give me one of those. It's called a Rider, the one that I was looking at. It was nothing too crazy. I'll give me that, and that's it, man. I don't know if I want to do a bike though, cause you just proved my point. I shouldn't get a bike.
I'm just saying though. I'm just saying. Look, E. Listen, if like I said, if you know that about yourself, I recommend you don't get one. Cause like my brother, he didn't really ride bikes, and this is a true story. He was out there in Colorado. I fixed up my Hayabusa and I put it over his house. I swear to God, he jumped on that thing one night trying to move it, drunk. So he decided he was gonna do a burnout. And you know what I'm saying, Tyler, what's his name? He didn't know that bike was suited for racing. Like he didn't know, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So he jumped on there. You know, he got down the road at 150 in first gear. You know,
Jeez.
you know what I mean? And a car was trying to turn around. Like he was coming down the road to turn around and park right in front of his house. He didn't even see my brother because he was going so fast. Like you wouldn't have been able to see him. You know what I mean? And he hit him and he snapped his spinal cord, broke his neck, broke his legs, his arms. And you know, like he died later on that a week later, you know, because he was a vegetable. Only thing he could do is move his head. So when I tell you, if you know you're like that, do not under any circumstance get a motorcycle.
Yeah, man, that's like I said, you proved to me why I shouldn't get a bike. Like I said, if anything, 100%, I would definitely go for the 3-wheeler. But I know with a 3-wheeler, I'm not gonna do that. I can't do that for one. It just sounds stupid for me to even try to do it with a 3-wheeler. But yeah, man, that's crazy, bro. Golly.
Get you a drop top. Get you a drop top something, man.
I'm gonna do that too, but
go get you a drop top.
I'm gonna still get a 3-wheeler though. I just know with a 3-wheeler, I'm gonna still be cautious of how I ride it. But
hey, there's some guys here in Nashville that have those slingshots. I mean, they got those things decked out. I mean, between the LED lights everywhere, and
they're going crazy with that.
I mean, they modify those things like crazy.
At this given moment, I'm not gonna do that. But you know, maybe 10 years down the road, I might be somebody that'll do something like that. So I'm never gonna say never. But for now, I'm not. I don't see me doing like adding all them little crazy little neon light specs into it, unless I join bike club when I turn a little older and we start doing some crazy stuff like that. Then otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, I think the only way I get a motorcycle is if I lived in some gated community and I just needed to ride it down the road to visit a neighbor. You know.
Yeah, basically.
Just know that you need if you're gonna do it, you gotta have defensive driving. You can't think for yourself. You gotta think for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Luckily, I do have that, but I'm still not pretending.
You gotta look ahead. You gotta drive ahead. You can't drive for what's in front of you. You gotta drive for what's at least 10, 20 feet ahead of you. You know what I mean?
Nah, facts. That's a scary sight, man. But yeah, hey, I okay.
Hey, when my dad first taught me how to drive a long time ago, one of the first things he told me was like if you're coming up on an intersection or something and you see other cars around, just imagine the stupidest thing that they could possibly do. So when they do it, you're not surprised. And that actually happened to me. We were driving back from Pittsburgh last weekend. This freaking car come out of this intersection, and my wife's like, "Look out!" And I'm like, "Oh, I already knew he was gonna do that." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you kind of already got the gist. Yeah, it makes sense. Scary sight, man.
They got 3,000 people. Let me see what's going on. I'm trying to pull me a list right now to work with today.
Oh yeah, just call out the leads.
Yeah, so like I use like Prop Wire, Prop String, a few others, and like I get motivated sellers, people that want to do it, and then I call on market too as well. And depending on how many I got, I try to make at least at the minimum of 100 calls. And then if I get anybody I can make offers on, I make the offers around 2:30, 3 o'clock. Like right now I got a list of 14 in Tampa, which I shortened my list, but this list right here, these are motivated sellers, people that want to sell. It's like, for example, this was for sale, it's absentee owner and it's vacant. It's corporate owned, so they want to get out of it.
Do you pay for this? Do you pay to get these leads, right? Or
but these are off market. So like I don't know if have you ever heard of Prop Wire before?
No.
Okay, so like it's free, by the way. The only thing you have to pay for is skip tracing. So what I do is I build me a list, right? So I go in there and I build lists. So like the example here is like what I'm looking for now is I'm looking for single family homes, and they need to be vacant homes. So I'm building a list like that. And then I'll say, okay, then I'm gonna build a list of out of state owners in that area. Then I'm gonna build a list in the Tampa area for pre-foreclosures, right? And what I'll do is I'll go in and I'll talk to these people. Hey, what's going on? What's wrong? Hey, I got an idea. I can help you. We can maximize your return. If you're in pre-foreclosure, let me help you not go into foreclosure. Let me go ahead and take this property. Let me go ahead and fix it up. Let me put it on the market. We'll on this agreed upon price, and then you can get your money out of it. You don't have to worry about a foreclosure on your record. And on top of that, you can save yourself. You know what I mean? So I get these kind of leads, and then I call them and I talk to people and see what's going on with them. And then I submit these leads to, once I get it all under contract, then I submit them to people that I'm in link with, like T&D Capital and Buyer Beater. Those are two of the companies that I send these leads to once I got them under contract. And like for example, like any of these leads that I get, I try to keep my profit at between 15 and 20,000 per. So if I can do 5 contracts a month, I'm doing pretty good. And it sets me up, you know what I'm saying? It really sets me up. I'm currently not doing that, but that's my goal.
Fire.
I think I closed 2 last month. I'm trying to close at least 3, 4 this month, and I'm trying to work my way up to where I can consistently do 5 deals a month.
So,
You know?
so to break this down in the simple term, I actually have my real estate license too here in Tennessee, but just to figure out what you're doing. So you call these people that need to sell their house because it's either vacant, they're out of town, it was an inheritance or whatever, and then you offer them. I mean, you pay for them. Are you getting investors to buy them, and then or you set up a contract with them and then sell it, like assign that contract to somebody else?
No, it's not an assignment. So Mike, so this is how it works. You probably have, I don't know if you're currently in real estate or you just have your license, but let's just say you have a client and their house, it's not 2023 standards. It's honestly, it's not going to seek the value of an after repair value of what the neighborhood could bring, the market value. Okay. Mm-hmm. So let's say a house is worth $350,000, right? If it was fixed up, but the current seller knows this and they're like, listen, we're trying to get out this house. We want to just move on. It's an inheritance. You know, we don't have any, you know, what's in the game, and we want to sell it. Well, you're going to say, well, you automatically know as a realtor, you're going to go and you're going to make an assessment of the current value, where it's currently valued at and what it's currently worth and what it's currently take to get it up there. You'll know all these numbers when you go to talk to these people, if you're a listing agent, right? Mm-hmm. So let's say this, it'll take a good 80 grand to get it fixed up, right? So that's a pretty decent difference. And then they're saying, well, listen, we just want 150 to go ahead and get everything that we got in probate out of the way. Okay. And you're saying, okay, great. How about this? If you want to do that, that's fantastic. But what we're going to do, I got a guy that will put this house under contract. You'll be the agent, the listed agent, to protect your interest in theirs. And what we'll do, we'll come in at that 150,000. We'll give them that guarantee, right? But what we'll do before we give them that money is we'll put $80,000 in there for the renovation cost. That brings it up to 230, and then we'll list it for 350. As soon as it's sold, we give them their 150. We recoup our 80, and anything above that is our fee for services rendered. So there's a lot of people out there like that. The people that really need it are the ones that are going in. They're in pre-foreclosure, so they have time. So what we would do, like in that case, Mike, we would go in and say, hey, listen, we need you to vacate the home. We're going to give you a little stipend money, and we're going to make sure that we make payments on this so we can keep the house in good standing until we can put the money into it and flip it. As long as it's to our 70% cash on cash model, and I can show you that a little bit later. We can make a profit on the home. They can get what they need, and we can make a profit. It actually helps people. It doesn't hinder people. Like the traditional investor is, because like traditional investors, hold on a second. Traditional investors, what they do is they will lowball those guys. We give a little bit more, and we give them a price point that they can live with, because we're going to pay the realtor commissions and closing costs. So if we offer them 150, that's 150 minus their taxes that they're going to get. They always got to pay on percent. So does it make sense?
So what if they owe more than what you're giving them on the mortgage?
Well, see, then obviously we wouldn't take the home at that point. If they owe more than what we can give them, then it obviously wouldn't be a good deal for us, and we would just say, hey man, sorry, unfortunately you don't fit into our buy box. What you'll need to do is you need to sell this house immediately. I don't care if especially if you're in pre-foreclosure. It kills me too, because you've dealt with it before. Some of those guys rather drink cement than sell their home at a break even.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it really is. It just depends on the customer, on the client, but normally it works out for the best of the client, the realtor, and everybody else, because if you do business with me, I'm going to make sure over time that you make more money, because your commissions is not going to be on that 150,000. It's going to be on that 350.
Oh yeah, once it's all fixed up.
Yeah, once it's all fixed up. And if you're getting multiple properties like this, if you got a property, you got people that they want to make their money, and they're a little bit of a difficult seller, and they want a price point that they can't garnish because it's just not that much. It doesn't have that kind of value. but you can relist it for a higher price if it's what's name. Those are the kind of people that actually works best for, because we can make a partnership through contract and go in and fix the house for them, and they don't have to even worry about it, and we can put it back on the market for the higher ARV.
Nice.
That's dope.
Right.
Appreciate that
Well, guys,
lesson right there.
Oh yeah, no doubt. If you guys are interested in it, I know you're currently doing the trading right now, but if you're interested in it, let me know. Jesus, that trade is devastating. Let me know, and we can link up privately, and I can show you guys all this. But I'm about to build out this list, and pretty much get to work. I'll see you guys. You doing this tomorrow, right, Solo?
Yeah, we about to end it though too. We are about to end it, guys. I got some things I gotta handle. So yeah, we're gonna be live tomorrow. Patrick, yeah, Mike, I'll be live tomorrow. And other than that, everybody, make sure you tap into the links in the description. Also, if you want to join the Discord, it's pinned in the comment as well to chat. So yeah.
All right. Sounds good, man. Have a good one.
Everybody, y'all take care. Have a good one. Peace.